And now that the recording's going, the recap's over. You all managed to successfully defeat the Glimmerwing, crash to the ground, and through some smooth words on Chaz's behalf, talk her down. You did manage to bind her, return to the village. Rather than killing all of the brigands, you managed to convince Saeed, Bonbon, and the various other merchants that were waylaid by them to take them in whichever direction they were going to whatever constabulary or sheriff or prison system, what have you, existed where they were going. And they did. It was a hard sell, but they did. I just verped a little bit. Oh! Awful. But it's Jose Tejas, so like,
Still tastes good in the end.
so good.
Why would you share that?
With the whole world.
Share that I like how you two are like, so good. Oh, yeah.
Like tears in the rain.
And the two of us.
He
are
said
just
all
like,
the recaps will be lost in time, like tears in the rain. Some Blade Runner shit.
Tears in the rain. We're just being judgy.
Yeah,
So I just was like,
But
Yeah, that's
at the end of last session, you all did have this really kind of unscripted heart-to-heart prompted by Tomac, who kind of asked, why the hell are we doing any of this? Like, he and Chaz are not officially licensed adventurers. The Rainmakers work for the Rainmakers Guild, which is almost purely a bottom-line organization that cares only about money. And even when you stop the bad guy, villages might still need help. Like, where you are, you'll have stopped the problem from getting worse, but you won't. It's delicious, isn't it?
fucking God.
We gotta take you one time. You're gonna love it.
It's probably the best chicken you'll ever.
It's some of the best blackened chicken I've ever had.
Jesus
And my old
Christ.
man kills it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why.
And you all sort of
That's why the verp is still really.
had these
Forgive everyone.
conversations about what the hell are we doing? It turned out that someone mentioned being chosen ones and heroes, which Tomac quickly shot down that he was one, because as it turned out, the sword that he cannot pull from his sheath is a holy artifact, one of the holy weapons of Kairak, the kingdom of rock. All countries in this world being based off of musical genres, all cultures being based off of musical genres, things like that. It turned out that through a wild chain of events involving a Metalis Raider, the death of basically all of the holy people assigned to the shrine to protect the weapon, and running away from home, Tomac is stuck with the sword that he cannot pull from its sheath, and he also cannot wield any other weapon because the sword will not let him. Mm-hmm. It also came out that Rashani of the Rainstick, the half-orc,
The greatest deception.
did not earn her last name, with orc names coming from your bloodline name, yours being Rashani, and your lineage item being the Rainstick. You must be given, when you are deemed worthy, your last name by anybody. Usually an orc, but not always. What's up? Is it stuttering again?
It's stuttering again.
Sorry if the stream stutters, everybody.
Yeah.
Rip stream. It's been doing that. We don't know what's going on. We updated the computer and it
He
didn't.
can't see you.
No, it's fine. It's going.
Oh.
We updated the computer. We don't know what happened.
No.
It does it every now and then. Sorry, we tend to notice it very
We will
quickly.
fix
Hit us with that rip stream if it happens again, because we will notice.
Appreciate that.
We do appreciate the heads up. 0, and we're back. There it is. So, Rashani of the Rainstick being. Did anyone hear that? Is it the computer?
What do you hear?
Oh yeah, it's really going. That might be part of it. Oh well. So anyway, Rashani, her master, what was his name? Because you said it in the card.
No, I said it on the stream too
Oh, what
last
is it?
week. It's Reyes of the Rainstick.
Reyes of the Rainstick. Was he an orc?
Yes, yeah, it was.
Her orc master, who was native
To
to the
yeah.
Parap Commonwealth. Yeah, unfortunately, he died under mysterious circumstances before giving you your actual official lineage name. You've revealed to the group that you fled thinking you would be blamed for it, which is fair. And you are not actually Rashani of the Rainstick. Unfortunately, you are still Rashani of Nothing, the last name given to orcs who have yet to earn their real name. And that's where we ended, on sort of a real downer.
Bummer.
A bummer. You all did eventually resolve to press forward and really try to do good. Join the Adventurers Guild officially. Contract out these two Rainmakers officially. And when you go to, stop necromancers from raising the dead wherever you end up going, you're also going to make sure that before you leave, the people there will survive and not struggle needlessly. And that's where we're going to pick it up. You guys have been on the road for another couple of days since then. I'm not going to give you guys time to recover your critical wounds. Nice try.
What about the fact that I only have 2 health?
Yeah, your wounds and your strain,
I was
your healed
more
to
worried
full.
about that.
Yeah, those are fine. You're
Okay,
fine.
just checking.
I'm allowed to have a scar
about
here
to
and there,
die.
but
No,
fuck.
that's fine. The critical wounds, I ain't gonna give you.
Oh,
What if
okay.
I
What if we beg?
No.
What if I
No.
made the roll though?
Okay, that's,
No.
that's good. I because we got rid of that
That big one.
We got rid of the real bad
the
one.
real bad one.
And the road has been relatively uneventful since everything went down. Have any of you been doing anything on the road? Like when you set camp for the night? Obviously, it goes without saying that you guys have sort of developed a rotating guard
Right.
for the Glimmerwing girl, the Avius poacher that you have taken prisoner and I believe refused to put into jail.
Well, we're hoping to
Please.
take her
This is
to.
some Stockholm Syndrome shit.
Oh my god,
Um,
you have no fucking clue.
Are you
Well-
berating her with kindness?
I am talking her ear
Yeah,
off.
okay,
about
so-
mining.
Oh no,
So
that's gonna really get her to our
So
side.
you've been
Chaz.
talking to her.
I've been talking to her.
Okay. Has
job,
anyone
Chaz.
else been doing anything in particular? Rashani.
Yeah, I've been talking with our BFF that I can't remember his name right now. My brain.
Tomac?
Tomac.
Tomac? Your best friend?
My best friend. You love him?
Yeah, you love him? Yeah, Tomac.
Yeah, I've been trying because I
Okay,
see,
well, while she's doing
Okay.
this, then you guys think about what you're doing.
I know what I'm doing.
Think about it.
Okay.
And think about how you want
Think
the scene
about
to
it.
unfold. Like, think about what you want to do in the scene. Same for you, Dwight. What do you got?
okay. Since I keep getting weak during battle and stuff, and I'm not really prepared for all of this like physical strain. Like I'm a tough girl, but there's a lot of physical strain happening, and I don't really have armor because I just kind of ran away from home. So I was hoping I could get some like armor training from him in some way,
Okay.
or train about armor.
So, like, wearing armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like armor in Genesis does hinder your ability to cast spells. It adds black setback dice and things like
Maybe I
that.
can cast armor eventually.
You can cast spells that protect you better, but you can cast in armor to really exacerbate the situation
Okay.
in a good way.
Okay.
So yeah, you and Tomac have been spending, I'll say it's probably been about 5 days that you've been on the road, and you have spent about 4 of them from like wake up and then you break down the camp and leave. Like you wake up, you do this training, then you do your responsibilities, and then you set up camp, and then you do this training,
Right.
and then you go to bed. So when you first approach Tomac, sort of around the campfire on the first night, he doesn't really seem to know what it is that you want to do. I mean, like, if this is more of like a magic thing, maybe you could talk to like Clear Sky, and obviously like you guys are off doing other stuff. Like I assume you would approach him alone because that
Yeah.
strikes me as what Rashani would do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, this is a magic thing. I can't even swing a sword right, as we have established.
Well, I mean, just because I mean, I can help you with that. I mean,
Hey, Dwight, can you go to the front door and close the door to the laundry room? Because the furnace is super duper loud.
I mean, I can help you with that. I can actually cast spells to make even the sheath sharper.
It doesn't like that, but I'm willing to give it a shot.
I mean,
because
elementally, it can help you. I think.
Oh, so like, we'll encase it in like ice or something?
Yeah.
Ooh, it does not like the thought of that.
Fire? Does it like an element specifically?
I don't know what you mean. What's an element?
Like fire, earth, water, electricity.
You mean like skylights?
Yeah,
The thing that zapped the bird?
kind of like that. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, listen, we can do that. You don't need to pay me. I'll be happy
No,
to
no, no, I don't-
teach you
I
how to
don't-
move around in armor. It's not very hard.
Well-
But, like, the spell motions and, like, playing the music to... How do you do your magic? Actually, that's a good starting question. How do you do your magic?
Well,
I have no idea how magic works.
well, basically, we kind of attune ourselves to kind of the rhythm of.
He's, like, trying not to glaze over. He's, like, really trying.
Okay, all right. So let me make this easier.
No, it's fine.
Hold this. Can you hold this?
What are you extending to him?
The rain stick.
You sure?
It's not a weapon.
I guess it'll be the judge of that. He takes the stick and goes, nice.
Turn. I want you to hold it out
Okay.
and just lightly turn it. Lightly.
And it makes a little bit of sound. Okay.
Now.
What?
Okay, no. But do what you want to do with it.
Fireball!
No, that's not how. No. Stop. Do what you want to do with your hand movement.
He just sort of like shimmies it back and forth.
Okay. It's basically funneling that, not just the sound, but funneling that element through it. Like, I use the spirit's energy to use water. So it's kind of like...
So you're overhearing this conversation, and she is explaining it very wrong.
Never said she was good at talking.
No. I know Rashani doesn't know like the actual back end of it. And I think that's
doesn't.
delightful. So like you and Chaz have sort of returned to the camp by now, Clear Sky, and she is wrong. It's not so much the music channels the energy of spirits. It's that the music gets the spirits to sort of be in the mood to help you cast magic. Like, it's more of a give and a take. The spirits like the music, and so then they let you do the magic in exchange for being able to listen to the good music. The more they like the music, the more they're willing to give. So, like, she's missing sort of maybe some fundamentals, which might be useful for your lessons.
I didn't write things down, but I remembered.
Your like sunken black eyes
just turns
flash
around.
with red light, and it's just like, I will remember. It's okay.
Okay, so that's kind of what I do, but I noticed that you're able to fight longer than me, so I guess it might be a stamina problem. So I was hoping maybe we could train, because you said you had some cool rock techniques.
I mean, you're super buff.
I mean, I'm pretty hot. I'm pretty good with lifting.
He's just frozen when you say that.
I mean, what I meant to say was I'm good, but I'm hoping to get more, like, I can lift pretty good, but, like, not for longer periods of time.
Right, you want to build your endurance. No, I get it. I get it. Like, okay. Then help me take my armor off, and we'll see if it can fit on you.
There's a coughing fit followed by Chaz.
Chaz and Rashani just start just lightly coughing. Sorry, she was drinking.
Yeah, like, he, like, holds his arms out to the side. He goes, let's go. Okay, well, you know what?
No, she doesn't.
Well, so he, like, walks you through how to take the armor off, and you take it off, and his armor is a lot more complicated than you thought.
Yeah,
like,
really.
Plate armor is not just the plates. Like, there's chainmail underneath it, and underneath that is, like, a gambeson. Like you know, like a padded cloth armor, and then underneath that, he's wearing just, like, regular tunic and slacks. And he's like, okay. And so, like, when you go to lift the shirt off, he's like, no, we're good. No.
Oh, all right.
No. Okay. And so then he starts to go through the process of, like, teaching you how to, like, doff and don armor. So he teaches you how to, like, put it on now. And it takes a while. Like, it takes a good long time. Doing it by yourself is really, really difficult.
And you do this, like, every day?
Well, I mean, I just sort of sleep in it.
Oh, that it does have a little bit of a musk.
I mean, yeah, I do sleep in it, so I mean, I get it. I'm sorry it stinks.
No, it's not. It's not stinky. I said musk.
All right, so then I guess the first thing is just you're gonna wear the armor now.
What? I mean, I can't.
It doesn't. No, just so you know, Rashani, like it doesn't fit you
It doesn't really fit.
perfectly. Well, when we get to Populous, we'll buy a suit for you, or just like
Then,
chainmail or something. We'll buy you something heavier.
but what are you gonna wear?
My clothes.
I know, but like, I won't be useful in this until, right? Like,
I mean, are we gonna get attacked?
who knows?
Fair point. Well,
The DM does.
I do.
DM.
I do, and I might just be fucking with you.
Well, I just don't want you to get hurt and me to be useless.
That's cool. Like, worst case scenario, you just cast some of your magic armor on me, and I'll have armor, right?
I guess. So this is supposed to help me with my endurance then?
Well, I mean, you have to get used to wearing and moving in it. So just like eat dinner in the armor. That's where we'll start. It just like if you have to move a lot of your fingers and like get used to like delicate turns and stuff, then like I guess maybe just wearing it'll be a start. I do think we should loop Clear Sky in on this though. Like I know how to wear armor ish. But like she knows how to make magic good. Not that your magic isn't good. Your magic is great, but you saw what she did a couple days ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was wild.
I tossed her in a cloud and she made lightning.
Tight.
Yeah.
It was the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Also terrifying because my man Chaz was on it. So also y'all were way up there in the sky. Wasn't a great time for old Tomac on the ground on a little horse. Wasn't a fun time. Also, I did keep a horse.
Oh, I saw. Yeah.
It's cool, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
But thanks for grabbing us too. We could have really hurt ourselves.
Yeah, I know. So like if we could maybe do less dangerous things, that would be sweet.
Yeah. Okay. I'll attempt. Thanks.
So what did you want to do? As like you spend the next couple days just like living in this armor, like trying to get a it's difficult.
Try eating and it like spilled.
Yeah, like it's hard to do fine manipulation and shit like that.
So,
So.
I
Does it involve Rashani?
no.
Ooh.
It involves Jazz.
Ooh!
Top 10 greatest anime
Top 10
betrayals.
anime betrayals.
So, wait. But
What do you got?
I guess I've been trying to fix my cloak because it was ripped and I'm very sad about it, but I can't really sew because I have like skeleton hands now.
But because Chaz's clothes are all patchy,
yes,
you
I
assume
was like,
that he must be
Chaz
able
must
to.
know. So I just sort of.
Okay, so you approach Chaz one night around the campfire while Tomac and Rashani are off doing their armor training. A lot of it is also running in the armor. Like, it's not as hard as you thought it would be, but it is heavier.
It is heavy.
As long as it's distributed well, it's fine.
I'm cold. I'm just gonna get
That's
my
okay.
jacket.
I'm fucking dying. Do you want my,
In which way? Like,
You
cold or
want my-
hotness?
Cold. I'm cold. No, I have my jacket right here.
Okay, because I have a flannel that I'm not wearing.
You should wear that then.
I'm hot.
Oh, so it's. I just asked that. I just asked those words to you. With,
Oh, I thought you were asking my wife.
no, but
Um,
because she's. I know.
so I assume you approach Cloak in hand or still on your skeletal
On
form
and I
body?
immediately just rip it off.
I mean, there's no genitals to see.
I'm a skeleton.
But I'm
Really nothing.
still like.
Well, actually, hold on. This is an important question. How is nudity handled in this world?
I'm a skeleton. I don't know.
That was a good question.
I assume it's not too terrible of a deal. Like, there are times and places, but I assume nudity isn't that bad.
I'd have to say that like Populous would be more like, ugh, she's not wearing clothes.
Yeah, Populous definitely sells sexy clothing, but not nudity. But
Yeah.
Rock strikes me as more of
a
like just like fuck it, like leave your dick out.
I grew up with a whole bunch of goblins, so
Probably fine with dickies then.
yeah.
Dickies and vaginers.
I think I've gotten used to being though with some.
The flashing is definitely startling.
It's like, whoa.
It
The
wasn't
flash
really.
is
I don't
startling.
consider
You did
myself
say
naked.
you did say I ripped the rope.
I
off.
did because like I don't.
So now
I'm
there is a naked
skeleton.
skeleton in
Okay.
front of you.
Or just a normal skeleton.
Naked skeleton.
How's it going?
Okay.
Or
Actually, when this happens, like on the other side of the campfire, you look at the AVS prisoner and she goes. It's the first facial expression you've seen her make in ever.
It's going great. What's up?
can you fix this. It ripped.
This is like a magical thing that I can't like.
Oh
that
no,
needs
it's
magical.
fine.
Okay.
It's just I can't sew. I have the.
Oh
skeleton
yeah,
hands.
sure, yeah. Oh well, I mean,
You have
I mean,
great fashion.
like I've been sewing like in my hand. There's sewing in my hands. Yeah, sure. I guess so. Yeah. I mean, just like quick patch job. Just
I mean, if you-
sew stitch together.
I mean, it's really important. That's my only thing. If you
The
could,
Gleamwing like tries to like struggle out.
you okay there? If you could calm down for a second, I'm busy with this. Yeah, if you could fix the first.
Yeah, sure. Right away. I'm just gonna sew this thing.
The Gleamwing looks incredibly like uncomfortable. like this is incredibly tangentially embarrassing for her.
Nothing embarrasses me.
Okay. I mean, can you not shake your head? Are you okay? Okay. All right.
That wasn't either of those, but
Should I, like,
okay.
inquire as to what's wrong. Like deeply inquire. Do you think?
I think this may be her. She's trying to tell you something.
Okay. Yeah. Hold on a second. I'm gonna go over there and just be like, just take off her little.
You like undo the beak that prevents her from casting magic. Like her beak sort of claps together.
What's up?
Oh, no, nothing. This is just one of the most embarrassing, awkward things I've ever had to watch. And I just wanted to not be here, so I was hoping maybe you could just like take me to the other ones.
You could close your eyes.
Yeah.
I can't close my ears now, can I?
What are you gonna be hearing? That's
The
embarrassing.
conversation that's incredibly
You've never
uncomfortable.
had clothing mended in
No,
your
I
life?
just would walk up to a friend and say, "Hey, friend, could you please
That's
sew
exactly
my clothes for me?"
what I did, really. You weren't really paying attention.
That's totally what happened.
That's totally what happened. Listen to Chaz.
You're right. Oh, my mistake. I am so sorry.
made a
Please
few, I
put the
suppose.
gag back on me.
I mean, okay.
I mean, that, sure.
Mm.
Well, I feel like we've gotten closer, all of us.
I have no idea what went on.
I-
I'm just gonna sew this thing now.
Fuck it. You sew it. This is incidental. It's not.
I was like, is there a
Like, are you gonna
knowledge
make
so?
me have to roll?
I'd say it's maybe survival to sew.
No.
I would also allow coordination. Or no, mechanics doesn't really work.
All of
Do
these
you have
things-
skullduggery?
What would that do with sewing?
I have literally nothing
Finesse.
of those. Any of those things.
Okay, then just roll agility, and the difficulty is 1 red.
Okay.
You rip it in half.
That's what I want. Damn it.
Ooh.
So, yeah, you sew it shut. It's obvious there's like a cut across it, but it's sewn shut.
Thank
There
you,
you go.
Chaz. This is
It takes you like
This-
10 minutes tops.
it's so easy when you have hands to do things.
Yeah.
I miss those sometimes.
That's.
You return to the camp around this point.
Well,
You come in right when she's like, "Oh, I don't have hands," and you're like,
Here's Guy. You literally just gave her
Well,
"Yeah, I mean,
Like-
you sort of have hands.
give hands.
I guess,
Sort of have
but
them.
not like sewing hands.
I mean,
Do you need flesh to sew?
I just have trouble with my little hands.
I mean, I
listen,
guess-
everyone's bad at some things. If you can
Does she
summon
kinda
lightning bolts, I
use-
guess that's a fair exchange
like,
that you're bad
she
at
goes
sewing.
over to Jeff. Maybe like if you don't have skin, then it like kind of rolls between it.
I
You know,
just
it's
have
kind of
some
hard
problems.
to
hard to hold.
If you had like two.
Thump, thump. It's like she's like banging her head against a tree.
Okay. All right. Nope.
not like hard, just like exacerbated.
Is she okay?
I don't know. She said something about
Thump.
things being embarrassing. I don't know.
I think she's embarrassed at her current
Oh.
predicament.
Thump.
She grabs.
And then when you say that, she looks over and goes,
She like holds her. Don't worry. It's because she thinks she's too cool for all this, right?
mm-mm.
Yeah. It's okay. Here's a hug.
Fidgets.
You're fine.
She does like jab you in the neck. It hurts.
I'm wearing armor.
the like the salad
why I
or
was
whatever thing catches it.
Is that what that's for?
Yeah, that's what that's for.
No, it's not.
Oh, I'm gonna hug you.
Thank you for showing me how that works.
Gets you right in the cheek.
I feel like we really are getting closer.
It's like she kissed
So, a couple days later,
she kissed
you said
me.
did you have something particular in mind, or you just want to boil it down to a roll?
I guess just boil it down. To
Okay, we'll boil it down to a roll. She fucking hates you guys. So it's gonna be her discipline to resist your bullshit, basically. What's her discipline? Okay. So it's gonna be 2 red.
Okay. So it's versus my charm.
Versus, yeah, your charm. If you're trying to charm her, yes. Holy fuck, dog!
Boom!
Damn, you spent all your XP on that?
Not all of my XP. I did spend all my XP, but
Da 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 da
Not
da
on that.
da da da.
alone.
it's gonna be a critical fail.
Wah, wah.
Right there.
Da 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 da
You
da.
knew you were gonna get it.
Jesus
I
accepted.
just knew. I just accept my fate.
You are not making any headway. In fact, like when you take the binding off of her beak, she actually does start to seem receptive to everything that you're getting up to, like all of your kind words, and she's like, "Oh well, maybe perhaps I did go down the wrong path in my life," and you start to buy it. And the second that your guard is down long enough, she like activates magic, and she cuts herself loose, and she books.
Oh, rude.
You can't catch her.
Oh.
Do you guys want to try and catch her, or do you want to let her go?
No, I'll get you.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
I want a friend.
I want a friend. Thank you for the follow, the last son.
Oh, that's
You're
Brad.
now-
That's Brad.
You're now my son.
What?
Yep,
I,
I
don't know if
adopted
that's
you.
how it works.
Nope, I adopted all of our followers.
Okay.
They're all my kids.
It's a lot of people to feed.
So, yeah, she just starts to biggity book through the forest at night. You, Chaz, are the only one who is aware of this problem at the moment. Everyone else is within earshot, but, like, what's your play? She whistles something, and one of those feathers comes out, and it cuts her bonds, and then she whistles again, and that feather gets you in the shoulder. It'll be 2 wounds.
It's very nice.
Rude.
And she you look down and grab at the feather, and then it dissolves into star stuff. And she's super extra.
You're so fucking extra.
You shout into the dark forest, and she's gone. You guys do hear him shout, "You're so fucking extra!" But I don't know if that would trigger you into
I
bored
would assume they
state.
became closer friends.
I just
Yeah.
wanted to see what the extra thing is. Probably an extra wing.
Well, when you peek out, the extra thing is that Chaz is bleeding and she is gone.
Oh, damn.
Where'd she go?
Yeah, she's so fucking extra. She's a bitch and she ran
Which direction?
that way. Let's go.
Okay.
Oh! My chair just broke.
Don't move, don't move.
No.
Did you kick the bottom brace?
I didn't kick it. My foot was on it.
Here,
Everything is fine.
Cat, get up.
I'm just
Oh, I
trying
just
not
don't
to.
want her to hurt herself. Yeah,
She's
I
fine.
got it.
You alright?
Alright, take
Yeah.
my chair, and we'll move my other one.
Yeah, you kicked the
We'll
busted
fix it.
ass
It's
one.
an easy
Here,
thing.
so
How did
we'll
I
just,
know it was busted?
we'll just don't kick the chairs. The crossbars are very
Because we're
fragile.
shorter and our feet can only reach my crossbar.
Yeah, that's all my
Crossbars
foot.
are
Stand tall,
fragile.
man.
That you would understand. Okay.
That's sizest.
I put
that's
my foot
sizest.
on it. I
I
didn't
have to
kick
do the
it.
same thing.
All right, just be delicate with the chairs.
You
Okay.
guys have very sturdy chairs because when I stood on
Thank you.
my parents' crossbar, I just so we hid that chair from my dad.
Oh well.
Smart.
He'll
I'll
never
probably
know.
have.
Now
I'll
it's on
probably
the
have to throw
internet
this
for
chair.
everyone.
Forever.
No, we will fix it because
You'll
we
find
can
it.
do
Oh,
anything.
It's gone. It's destroyed.
No.
So, how do you want to pursue?
Just gonna run into the darkness
Run?
and hit
You
a
can give me
tree.
an athletics for running then.
Okay.
I assume you want to chase with running?
Yeah, but I'm gonna be slower with my armor on.
Okay, so then it's going to be a
Is it
athletics.
athletics? Okay.
It's going to be an athletics. And it's going to be 2 black for you because you took too long to tell them what happened. You bantered a little too long. And it's going to be 2 black for you because it's night, which is one of hers, and you're wearing heavy armor, so that's an extra blue. Okay.
Is
Roll.
that it?
Yeah, and oh no, the pool. I'm trying to get her athletics. And so it's going to be a red and a purple for both of you. Fuck yeah.
This is gonna be.
Oh, beans! Are you serious? She succeeded.
Woo!
Success.
This is so bad.
Success.
Success.
Ooh, that could be worse.
Success.
Yay!
No, you do fail.
Oh wait.
So Chaz, you fail, and 3 bad things happen. Rashani, you succeed, and you
Plunkily. Get over
run
there.
past Chaz. Chaz, you do fail, and you don't see the drop from the small cliff that you run off.
It's gonna be great, guys.
And
I
so,
did this as Cecily as well.
Ran off a cliff.
Right
so
off a drop.
she did. So
That
you.
seems like a recurring theme for your character.
So the 3 bad things, it's going to be 3 strain, and you're going to take 2 wounds as you just hit the ground hard. It was a shortcut.
Oh yay!
You are hot on her tail. She hasn't activated her magic yet because that would make her a lot easier to spot. But you are catching up. Clear Sky, you are way behind. Like,
Yeah, I just sort of looked around. Everyone was gone.
Yeah, you and Tomac are sort of just at the camp, and he's like, well,
Horse.
counting stones.
Yeah, sounds great.
Okay. So they go start playing their game.
It's all instead of helping us get the criminal. Great job, guys. Help your friends.
You know, it should have been a freaking clue. She was like, I get it. It's all great. I should.
You say as you're like pulling like briar out of your fucking arm and like thistle off your face.
It should have clued me in because I was just talking about fucking mining.
So you have lost her. You still have her. You can make an athletics check, but you would require a notice check.
Alright, I'm gonna make an athletics check. And I'm also going to make
Same difficulty.
Notice is perception, right?
Yes, I'm sorry. I've been working in Savage Worlds recently. It is perception.
2 blacks.
2 black.
Do I have anything for that?
I will do perception. I'll tell me my
And unfortunately for you to notice her, Dwight, is a lot harder. It's
Ooh,
two
fun.
red and a perp. Do you want to touch the pool?
Maybe do it. Maybe go ahead.
Do you want to touch the pool?
ultimate critical failure.
Yeah, let's touch the pool. We'll make this.
Oh, you're gonna keep the red. All right, I'm fine with that.
Well, actually, you know what? I can make this.
You're making a purple. I didn't touch it. That's from her ranks.
Oh, okay. So I'll make this purple.
D money. Touch it.
What can I change?
Anything. I haven't touched it yet. Oof. Woof.
Just getting rid of one.
Woof.
Hey, why not?
I'm gonna do
You're a natural.
a natural,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna reroll.
So you use your natural. That's once per session, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you use your natural on this chase.
I got rid of
Much better.
a red.
Okay.
Critical failure.
Yeah, that's better.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh.
No success.
Yeah.
So you see her, and you also see with your good things that happen. You see Rashani hot on her trail.
So can I do an attack roll? Not attack, but can I do something?
Yeah, but like something's coming up. Don't worry. So you are hot on her
Which
trail.
is so
What do you want to do?
Right. I wanted to use Silky, and
Is that the name of your water spirit?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I want her to get ahead of her. Kind of ahead of her to like trip her up.
Okay. So your small water spirit,
He's medium sized.
at the moment
Oh.
small, darts through the brush. And it does extend, and as the Glimmerwing runs forward, it goes taut, and she falls down into a gully. She gets to her feet directly in front of you, Chaz. What's your play?
Oh my god, I want to. Maybe not bite her.
Gotcha, bitch!
Maybe I do want to bite her. I don't know. Wait, do you think I can make friends with bites? I will
You
bite her.
can like
Ooh,
grapple.
I mean,
with
you
her.
can make lovers
Like,
with
you don't
bites.
have to bite her to death. Also, no, you can't bite her into liking you. She's not into that.
So one thing she's actually not into.
I'll
Don't put fetishes on my character. I'll tell you they're fetishes.
I'm gonna tackle grab.
Okay, give me a grapple, and then the difficulty is just 2 purple because it's just a grapple.
What is grappling? It's
Brawl.
Is okay, so it's brawl. Should I use?
You can use your agility.
Yes!
Basically, that would be rather than trying to overpower her, you're trying to use your superior flexibility against her.
Yes. Okay. And what am I? Up against?
That's going to be opposed by 2 purple. And get a blue because Cat tripped her. Or Roshani tripped her.
For realsies? This is it?
For
Silky
realsies.
did it, really.
Or, you thought I was going to fuck with you?
Yes.
Yes.
Success.
Success, actually, by 1.
You pin her effortless. I mean, not effortlessly. You did fall off a cliff. But you do pin her. You get the ribbon back around her beak. And, bind her hands and wings behind her back. Probably also get her feet for good measure this time, huh?
Yeah.
And you and Roshani, share the load and carry her back to camp.
Just put her over my shoulder. I'm a big girl.
I'm a big girl. Yeah, she's not particularly heavy. So you...
Actually, her bones are probably extra light, so yeah.
Yeah. So you toss her over your shoulder and you head back to camp. She's definitely injured. It looks like she sort of scraped her face on the ground from the fall. Yeah.
When she puts her down, she shrugs her off, and then
she hits the dirt in front of you in Tomac's game.
Huh.
Disturbs the board, and Tomac's like, "Oh, I was gonna win this time."
she sits down in front of her, takes out her pack, and takes a little bit of the beak off, just a little bit,
Just a little bit of the ribbon. Yeah.
and puts a potion in her freaking mouth.
Okay, so you tip her back and give her a potion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you undo it and drink the potion, and sure enough, it heals a little bit. It's still a little bruised, but she looks okay. She struggles. You'll never take me. I refuse to be taken as a slave.
Okay, for one, you're not our slave.
And she gestures at the bindings.
If you are a little bit more, I don't know, less stabby, as she gestures to Chaz.
I didn't stab.
Extra.
And extra, we would have let you walk like everyone else, but no. You had to go stabby on her. She did bite you once.
Chaz is a guy.
Him, sorry. On him. But, Chaz is quite bitey, but he chose not to bite you. That's friendship.
So you get a medal and fish get awards for swimming. Not biting people is pretty basic etiquette.
Hey.
Hey.
Chaz is pretty basic.
What?
I was talking about mines, and you don't appreciate that.
No, I don't. Have you ever heard of the canary practice?
No.
It's when you bring a small avius into a mine, usually a kobold or a dwarven mine, and if the small avius suffocates, that's how you know that the mine's no good.
No, we just usually send our cousin in.
Her eye twitches.
We have a rope tied to him. I mean, we can just pull him back out. What? I've had to do it 3 times.
Is there a way to gag my ears?
There is.
Is there?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah. She takes out this moss.
She gestures to where her ocular area is.
She tries to tap it in. Okay. And she has before she puts the other one in. This is a privilege, so you only get 1 today.
Then it doesn't matter. It's not doing anything.
Well, you
then.
did run away and stab Chaz, so 1.
If I apologize, can I get the other?
Maybe if it's sincere.
I'm good with 1.
Okay, then tomorrow we'll see how receptive to you are. before you get number 2.
Save for Kyle's facial expressions. Thank you, Brad.
Would you like to join our game, maybe? You kind of landed on top of it just
Counting
now.
stones. It's a terrible game. Requires no skill.
You got something better?
Well, I did before you attacked my camp.
Oh. Then
Yeah.
I guess this one will do. I mean, if you're
We
interested.
did, we did burn it down. Oh, right.
All right. Well, no. Wait. Wait.
We did burn it.
Wait. So here's my question. What's the plan in Populous? Right? What's the plan?
Plan?
You're gonna bring me in the city all tied up and bound? Slavery's illegal in Populous. All I have to do is scream slave.
We're not going to take that little beaky thing off of you.
Pretty sure that that'll make it worse.
Well, we could also say this is a prisoner. People come in with bounties all the time.
And then when the guard wants to take me in, take you to the bounty office, what then? Hmm? We haven't thought this one through, have we?
Wait.
Young adventurers?
Excuse me.
Not that young.
Someone who hasn't thought things through. What was your big play over there with your gully?
Oh, well,
I could still
get a lot of money and then leave. And then get more money somewhere else.
That was it? That was your big master plan?
I don't
get
need
money?
There's no need for a master. I'm not a villain from a poem. I want money so that I can live in luxury. That's pretty basic want. Why are
Pretty
you...
basic for someone so extra, you're right.
Yeah, right? I don't...
Oh, there would be nothing basic about where I live, but wanting to afford things that you have a taste for. There's nothing wrong with that.
I mean, it was pretty bad, the whole stealing thing. That was pretty bad.
Did we kill anyone?
I mean, you killed their
No.
goods. Did you not?
They would have found a way.
Yeah,
But did we
but-
kill anyone?
I don't know your
Yeah, how do
history.
I?
Guess
No.
that means no.
So,
No, that just means
doesn't
I
mean
don't
we don't
fucking
know.
know.
so okay. So what is your big thing? If
Well, I'm
we-
just saying that I'll get away in Populous. I'm saying just cut me loose now. You'll never see me again. Or we go to Populous and I do everything in my power to slip away and report you all for kidnapping me. And for imitating adventurers.
I never
They
said
actually
that.
have a letter. So.
Right.
I never said that.
Oh, I did hear it though.
So
I don't hear that. I don't know. There's no proof. No proof.
You're right. All those merchants you helped surely won't be singing your praises.
No.
well,
no,
out of
no.
character, did we get like a writ from the town saying we helped them at all?
The town with like the gully shriek problem?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that
sure.
way it's like official that we're paying
it's in
a
all
bounty.
it's in all of your names. You guys did sign a contract.
Yeah.
It was more from the merchants, but yeah.
Yeah. We have a contract. You're to turn you in. So I mean,
She did not know that. She. Oh,
so it's not like
that
we're
changes
just walking in
things.
with a slave or anything, buddy.
Well, suppose prison's better than this.
True. And you get some meals in there. Mwah. Beautiful.
I don't think you know how prison works.
Nah.
Eh.
That's my own personal vision.
So let's talk about mines.
I think he's hoping that you'll show interest one day.
I won't.
You might
I
as well
won't.
just make this pleasant. I mean, you're going to be here a bit.
Fine, let's make this pleasant and talk about literally anything else.
Your choice.
All right. How about this? We keep the ribbon off for tonight so that I can, like, drink and eat. Put my hands in front of me instead of behind my back.
We always feed you. That
I know, but
That's-
I would also like to move my atrophying muscles. And then if I try to run, just kill me.
What? Can we?
Or capture me again. Whatever. I don't care.
I guess you guys must have done a good job. right? Nothing
Yeah,
went
you
wrong,
guys
right?
did so well playing this game.
You guys have to
I
call her
mean,
a little
listen,
louder next
like,
time.
You guys didn't tell us.
Yeah,
right
we didn't
away.
really know what was going on.
We checked the perimeter and stuff.
Mhm.
Like, we did our job. You had it.
Yeah, you go, guys. That was great. Believe in you, you're all good.
She told me not to.
I want to bite something.
He hands you like a stick.
I bite it.
I bite it.
So do you
She holds out the armored arm.
do you agree to her terms? Basically, she's just asking to be like hands in front of her, still bound,
Right.
beak unbound until it's lights out time.
Fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Somebody else is watching her. I'm just gonna bite this stick, and the next
Ah.
time, you guys can go after her.
Yeah, so like she doesn't partake in many of the conversations that night, but she does occasionally say things, and they're not always rude. So like that's, I guess, they're not always full of profanity. That's a plus.
That's a plus.
It's almost
plus.
She's living the life.
That's a good sign. And this sort of happens for the next couple days on the road while you're doing your track practice. Like people are always with her. Like Tomac has agreed to like bring the practices closer to her. But yeah, like she doesn't try to escape again yet. She might just be trying to work your guard down again.
Never trust. I've been
Trust but verify.
bitten once, twice shy.
You just gonna have 1,000 bitey things, huh? Just forever.
Have you talked to her about something other than mines, maybe?
Oh, dude, like, the second you start talking about mines, she does say, like, why? Why mines? You're not a kobold, you're not a dwarf.
My family owned a mine. We owned and operated mines.
Great. Can we talk about anything else?
Well, what do people talk about? Like, I mean,
Hopes and dreams and our greatest fears.
Would you have answered any of those questions?
I mostly want to hear yours.
What?
Yeah. Tell me all about your greatest fears, Rashani. Is it getting find out that you stole your name? Killed your master?
I did not kill my master. That is...
I don't know. I don't think the authorities and whatever's left of your terrible, terrible country would agree. I think that might be why you're in Populous.
I think you lost your moss privileges for the day.
I'm gonna talk about some mines. So,
So it continues. And in the next couple of days, y'all do arrive in
The populace.
Populous. It is in the distance, but the forests that you were traveling through did give way to...
poor Chaz is so spiteful.
So mad.
He's just done.
Mines
How
for the
dare
rest
you
of
try to
her
run
life.
away from me after I tied you up
And talk to you about my
That's-
favorite thing ever.
and
mines.
borderline torture you with my annoying mind facts. It's a rock fact.
And that's a rock fact.
That's how she ends every lesson.
Kill me with a rock, please. The forest eventually gave way to nice, beautiful, like
It's not a rock.
flatland, wild grass sort of growing, the occasional tree. Over the next like 2 days in this area, eventually you crest a small mound and you spot it in the distance, the capital city of Populous. Like Rome is to the Roman Empire, Populous is the capital city of the Populous Empire. And it is beautiful. It sits behind massive, magically enchanted stone ramparts that sort of catches the light of the rising sun in such a way that the earth gives like a glittering sheen, almost as if like unrefined ore had been put into the wall. Large turrets jut from the ground. It's huge. It is massive. You two, this is where your home base for your branch of the Rainmakers Guild is. Chaz, is this the city that you came to? Have you been here before? So you're not from this punk slum. Well, I imagine then that the site is less than beautiful to you because you know that underneath all of this beautiful, shiny facade, there is some awful things going on in this
Dark
city.
shit.
That's much like you. Super extra on the outside. Real crappy on the inside.
Points at herself. Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, well. Oh, you sure know how to win friends and influence people, telling them that they're shitty on the inside. Ooh.
Ooh.
Are you just upset that I got one over on you?
Yeah.
Aw. Oh. It's no fun if you admit it.
Sorry. But I'm not.
Can I get some Lauren?
Well, I was just letting you know I was okay.
Aw.
Jeez, come on, talk.
I drank a whole thing of water.
Shut up, Lauren.
Okay.
Shut up,
None
nerd.
of the greeneries got added into
It's
it.
a mint.
Now it's super fancy.
It's gonna be a little bitter. It sat too long. That's why I don't want any.
I think it's fine.
It's leaf water.
This is
And
once
This
fruits.
is called leaf juice.
you don't respect the
So are you?
authority.
Don't
of
get
the
me
class.
wrong. I think that this place is pretentious as hell and gaudy and ugly. It's not really my aesthetic.
What was your name again? I keep asking her every day.
I don't know. She gives you a different name every day.
That's my thing.
Oh, is it?
Don't you look at me.
Wow, a lot of people lying about their names in this group. Seems like we've really got a deep foundation of trust all together.
I mean, you could have joined.
Join us.
Oh my. I would rather choke on a bone than join you.
I've not spoken to them about mine ever.
Clear Sky's just giggling about that.
That was a great joke.
Good one. Good joke.
That's great.
I like it. Skeleton joke. Got it.
Well, I guess this is where we're gonna part ways then.
Talk to
Right?
my friends
You're gonna
about mine.
turn me in, take care of it.
I guess so. I mean, that's our job.
All right. What's it gonna take to not send me to the clink?
She broke
Let's
real
be real.
easy.
Let's
She
be
broke
real
real
here.
easy.
Let's be real here. What's it gonna take to not send me to the clink?
If you make a contract with us.
What? Oh yeah, sure. I'll sign a contract. Sure, totally. Those matter.
A magical contract.
You and I both
Sign
know that. You
in-
and I both know that's not a thing except for like crossroad devils, right?
Signed in
And this can't,
blood.
there can't be like a real contract where it's like we can have a contract.
Like a slave
It's
contract?
not a slave
No.
contract.
No.
It's basically like
It is
a
not something.
promise,
It's
like
not
a
something
pinky
that you
promise.
have access to.
Fine.
Pinky promises can be broken.
No, I can't.
Yes, they can.
You are a bad person. How fucking dare you?
How dare you break the sanctity of a pinky promise?
Curses.
So yeah, like, I'll sign a contract, sure.
But will you follow it? Probably not. What do you guys think? I don't know.
Oh, she doesn't like muffins.
Tomac?
I mean, listen, I found your diatribe about feldspar to be rather fascinating. For what it's worth. Jazz? No?
Why don't you tell us your real name?
My name is Tikal.
It's not Shiva. It's not Hortan. It's not Forsyth.
Well, none of those are alias names, so no.
Chaz is truly a real name.
Yeah, okay,
people
whatever you
have.
say, dude.
All right.
Galantis, thank you for the follow.
Yeah, you. So what? Wait. What's the name again?
Tikal.
I'm gonna write that down. That means it's real this time.
Tikal is
Yeah.
her fake name. I mean her real name. My mistake. No, it's her real name.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
No, it's her real name. Phobias of all time.
What?
He said, I don't know about y'all, but I tell people about my top 10 phobias all the time.
Let's sit down and talk about our top 10 phobias.
So, yeah, like maybe I'll join the posse. We'll save some people. It'll be fun.
Will you save the people and not try to
Don't.
hurt them? Or steal from
I'm
them?
not gonna go. I'm not gonna go out of my way to hurt anybody. No, that's never been my
the
business.
thing about what Clear Skies and I do is our reputation's on the line every time we go out.
Always.
So if
that must be tough.
So-
I feel so bad for all of you.
what I'm saying is if we go out and these people that we save also have stuff stolen from them, it doesn't look very well.
What if it was stolen by the bad guy? what if we run a whole thing where I go places and I pretend to be the bad guy, and I steal the stuff, and then you guys
Throw her
stop
over the
me.
shoulder and start walking towards the police station.
There is no police station. You guys haven't even gotten through the gates
Alright,
yet.
I start walking towards
It's
the
like hours in the distance.
I start walking towards
You're gonna get tired in a few hours. You're not gonna make it.
She never gets tired. Ever.
Attacks you in the back.
Once again, I'm wearing plate armor. So, you forget.
Actually, no. Tomac is wearing his plate armor.
Oh.
She gets you like right in between both shoulder blades, and she like gets on the ground and like scurries back to the wagon and like sits on the back and goes, "Okay, hold on.
Yeah, I'm not really sure that's helping your case here.
I don't like being touched. That's a rule of mine."
Okay, so now you have a rule. We didn't have rules before.
All right.
We have rules now, Chaz.
All right.
So
So
our good friend Tikal doesn't like to be touched.
don't touch me. That's my
Cool.
first rule. Don't touch me.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Don't touch
All
my
right, that's
stuff.
Okay, we did touch your stuff though.
I know. In the future,
Oh, okay. From this point on, got it.
we must treat each other with respect. That's not a rule. All right. Listen. You seem like dumb kids, but
Yes.
I will.
That really helps you.
hold on.
I am an adult.
She eyes like all 3 feet of you and goes, okay. How about this? It doesn't seem to me like your work is particularly more dangerous than brigandry. So what if
Probably accurate.
I can collect my funds through you? I get a portion of the rewards, a good portion. I get to keep whatever I find. Within reason. How about that? That seems like wow, Tikal, that's a very agreeable term. And then if it gets too hot for me, I can just bounce eventually. Like, if you guys do end up in a prophecy, I'm out. Huh? There's always got to be one of those in the prophecy, right? The person who just can't cut it? I'll volunteer.
Prophecies are real.
I mean, they are real, technically.
Are they real though?
They are. I mean, we're just not in a prophecy.
No, prophecies. I mean, I think it's like
Oh my god, we have to cut this banter as well!
It'd be a lot more fun for you if you joined in. Like,
No!
oh,
No, it'd be a lot more
percent.
fun for me if I had both moss plugs.
She doesn't
All right.
deserve the moss plugs.
So, I get a fair pay. I get more than Chaz. I'm willing to settle for 5% more than Chaz.
Why?
Because I don't like Chaz.
Okay, listen. We all get fair and equal pay. Fair and equal.
I want 1 coin more than Chaz.
Chaz, you're gonna take
This
this?
is important
You're
to
gonna
me.
take this, Chaz?
This is really more than going to the big house.
Coercion.
I
Coercion.
have none of that.
Does anybody
Okay.
have coercion?
I do.
So Chaz can give you Chaz's ranks in coercion.
Okay, what is the rank?
How many ranks do you have?
2.
Holy fuck! So that, what's coercion tied to?
What is it?
Willpower.
Willpower.
Did you break it again?
No, I
no,
was
no.
just
You
moving
have to
the
move
chair.
See, don't move it like that. That's why it breaks.
Okay.
So it's willpower, and then you replace. It's as if you had 2 ranks in
Willpower?
coercion.
Okay.
In coercion. So what's your willpower?
2.
Okay, so then you roll 2 yellow. It's going to be opposed by her discipline, which is a red and a purple.
Do I get like an advantage?
Yeah, I'll give you 1.
Okay. And a red and a purple?
You know what? Take 2.
Take 2
Take
advantage.
2. Because she really doesn't want to go to jail.
Okay, that's not the worst.
Fuck.
More than
Fine. You can even pay me a little less than Chaz.
maybe 1 coin less than Chaz. Or equal pay. Equal
I'll take
pay,
equal pay.
1 coin less than Chaz.
Equal
Those
pay.
are-
Well,
Don't
thank
push it.
you.
Don't push it.
I was so glad to receive any pay at all. I will be happy for equal pay. Thank you.
There you go. There you go. So equal pay,
I want the bonds off right
the
now.
bond's off, and if you keep being our friend during this whole thing, you get to keep the moss earplugs. You agree?
I'm not allowed to steal from people we're helping.
Not allowed to steal from people we're helping.
Let's
But
move
you
it.
get to keep the moss earplugs.
I get first dibs on any treasure. Third.
Third pick?
Second.
Second pick?
Second pick.
We get to review. And then you can pick.
All right. First pick with review, then.
First pick with review. Wait, that's not fair, because all of us have first pick with review then.
No, just me.
Who's?
Big house? The big house over there where you can hear the screams from here?
I thought Rashani was deeper voiced.
She's higher
She's
pitch.
also a
She's
teen.
very frustrated.
She's a frustrated
Oh, your
teen.
voice seems to be cracking.
Yeah, I haven't hit 20 yet. Now,
Oh
listen.
my god.
Can you...
I'm so sorry.
How old are you?
I, mean,
Adult?
I,
Full
I
disclosure.
thought you were like 40.
I need a minute.
So Rashani walks away, wounded. Take 5 straight.
How does age work with non-humans as well?
The common sense shit. Gripplies aren't super long-lived. Dwarves and elves are relatively long-lived. Goblins aren't terribly long-lived. So like you're somewhere in between
You're
elf and
human?
goblin.
You're a human.
I'm not a human.
Well, your lifespan
Avius don't
is-
live terribly long. They live maybe like 70, 80. Crota, the alligator people, they live a pretty long time. They live maybe the equivalent of like little less than a dwarf by like maybe 50 years.
So I could be feasibly older than.
Right, but we already established that you weren't.
Okay. Well, I'm just like, but physically,
Feasibly, yes.
physically look
Physically,
the same
yes.
age, but feasibly be older.
I mean, you do show signs of aging. I'm not gonna Tolkien this shit where it's like they're perfect until they die. Nah. Nah.
But like, I could be like
All right.
my age and looking like a teenager.
Final measure.
Okay.
If
Oh, I'm
I
out in the woods. I'm just crying.
if I die, you're contractually obligated to try and get me into a skeleton body.
What does that entail?
Or at the very least, escort me to the afterlife.
Okay, well, what does skeleton getting her into a skeleton body entail?
Going into the afterlife.
Is that hard?
Oh dude.
not
Oh dude, it was the
hard.
hardest thing you've ever done
I
in your
know
life.
it is.
It was the hardest thing ever.
It's not great.
It almost killed all of you.
It's not great. We could do that.
Ooh, I like you, spunky grandma.
That might be fun. That might actually be
Spunky
fun.
grandma.
I really still talking about me.
No, it's
No,
okay,
not you, muscle girl.
That's
Not you, Lashani. You're good.
Look,
almost got me.
So Chad, are we good? We square, dog?
Chad.
That'd be kind of fun. Going.
But, fine.
Wow. If you go.
Chad.
Yeah. If you die, we'll go to the after. I don't.
Don't kill me.
I'm not.
You seem way too excited. Don't let me die. That's also should obviously. I will do my best not to let you die.
Yeah, that's
Okay, agreed. All right, cool.
I
Probably
will not go into the afterlife for you.
Aww.
I think you have to promise that too.
If I go into the afterlife, I want 50% of that job, of the job afterwards.
That's
I mean,
okay.
that's
I feel
fine.
like that's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
You can't call me grandma. No.
Fine. You can't drink like that anymore. Cut me loose. We're done with this. Negotiation agreed?
We're good. We're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cut me loose.
I'm just biting off your.
I take a bow.
She hangs. She hangs. All right.
Shoot her right
I'll
out.
hang. I'll hang up until a point that I feel like a life of crime will pay more than this.
I mean, sure, and then we'll just catch her.
Yeah, you wish, bitch. Your old bones will never catch me. And so this is like as the wagon pulls up to the front gate. The guards at the front gate are incredibly, like, ceremonially dressed almost. Like big gilded armor, like very, very, very highly polished, like gold trim, big, like, I don't want to say sallet. I think it's like a sallet helmet, like, it's sort of like capped at the front and runs along the back, and there's like a big plume in the middle of it. No visor or anything. They're carrying like large spears, and they both have swords on their sides and like large tower shields. And a person that isn't one of these like two front sort of inspection guards comes up after like sending in the couple of wagons that were in front of you. They do brief inspections, and it's a mousy-looking little man, sort of literally.
Does he look like a
mousy.
mouse?
Yeah, very mousy, like kind of squat, plump cheeks, little
He's hiding his lunch in
snubby
there.
nose, perfect like spherical like Coke bottle glasses. And he goes, "Good morning."
What?
Do you have a manifest for what's in your wagon?
Yes?
She knocks your hand. Actually, I'm sorry to say, but we aren't here to trade. This is simply a means of conveyance. My poor friend here, her bones, they do hurt sometimes.
Ow.
And... All right, well, we don't have to
I'm in
taunt
pain.
the man.
I'm hurting.
Excuse me for a moment, sir.
I'll gather her up in my arms and just like hold her
Thank
gently.
you so much.
She took a bit of a fall. We're looking to get her in somewhere. Maybe we can get her a bit of repair work. We've heard some of the healers here are the best, and we have nothing to declare for sale.
Why are we trying to sneak in the town that we basically live in? I don't know.
Wait, you live here?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, we're with the Rainmakers Guild.
Yeah, we could go in normally.
show your badges. He goes, why didn't you just...
That's exactly what I was confused!
Why didn't you just say that?
This muscle woman is just like, what? Alright.
And then, like, as you guys pass the inspection station, she goes, "Oh, I thought we had to lie."
No, why would you lie? Literally, we were trying to walk in.
Listen,
I was about to tell her that when you were like,
I actively tried not to listen to everything you all talked about. So,
literally,
can't
I
blame
figured I
me.
would help you out. Fine.
No, don't ever help me again.
I like helping.
Don't.
She pushed my hand away right as I was raising my badge.
Sorry, that's reflexive. I thought you were going to say something old and stupid.
You know? You're probably older than me, so it's alright, Granny.
If you got it, flaunt it.
I thought I was the grandma.
You are! She's very serious.
All right, so
Chaz is just taken to the if you got it, flaunt it statement. It's just like, no.
yeah, you have no idea what like Avius beauty standards are. She might be the most beautiful Avius of all time.
Yeah, you don't know. You don't
What are
know.
you talking about?
So you enter the entrance district. A lot of caravans and wagons and merchants like unloading. There are a few like pop-up stalls and things like that. But
No.
But yeah, so the city has basically anything you can think of. I haven't really done like a city map or anything. That's something that we can work on as a group. Maybe we'll do it tomorrow. Like we'll actually do some world building tomorrow.
Yay! Let's do it!
Gundams as
And
well.
Gundams. We will
too,
build
you
Gundams
face-pulling
together.
Freak. Do you guys work tomorrow?
I
do.
don't.
Oh, okay. I was
I'm
gonna say,
unemployed
if you want to come
till
over early,
eight.
then just come over early then.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we'll hang out,
Yeah,
and then.
I work
You okay?
10 to
My fat
3.
gut.
But then you come over, and then we're gonna have
How
Gundams.
long is Gundams?
How long is Gundams?
Yeah, how long does it?
It'll probably take like 3-4 hours.
Okay.
Because we get up there, we come
Because
back,
we're
we
having lunch.
eat.
Anyway, so there's
Well,
Obvious-
Not like how long, but like how long are they open?
Oh, they're open till
they're open
7.
till like 7.
Okay, cool.
Because we looked it up, we were so very excited.
Good.
Well, that's
Thank
why I
you.
was excited that you were going at 3 and not 5, because that's more time of Gundams.
Yes.
So
Ramen?
yes,
Well,
we're getting
yes, that's the
ramen.
whole point.
Sorry. Okay.
No.
The city has
You can
obvious
take our light.
districts like residential districts, quite a few of them. High population. The living population within the city is probably in like the tens of thousands of people, maybe even near like 100,000 people. It's
You
huge.
heard my burp and you needed to burp? It's like a yawn for Dwight.
There are several mercantile districts where you can buy basically sort of anything that you want. Magic item vendors. There's lots of entertainment venues. Lots and lots and lots of music, theater, like fucking appropriated Def Jam poetry. Like, pop is an appropriative genre. It does all of it.
Okay. Got it.
But yeah, there's like, cabaret. There's everything that you can think of. Circus, petting zoo, rock, like stone to touch. So yeah, like you guys are basically cut loose. Like, what do you want to do? I know some of you have like work to do.
Yeah, I have to turn it in.
Yeah.
I'm going to.
I'm going to hold on to her contract, but I'm not going to turn it in, obviously.
Me?
The contract for her.
So should I Am I on my own, or should I stick with one of
mean,
your groups?
You can. We'll meet up again. Why don't you stick with your bestie?
Hey, Chaz.
Because if we bring you to the Rainmakers Guild, we might be a contract.
Tikal. Tomac says.
He'll actually look.
What's up?
Hey, it's a call. It's written on his hand.
Hey, Tiki.
Tiki.
Oh, I'm not joining the Adventurers Guild. No way.
Well, no, I'm just saying
I'm not gonna get on the grid.
we would be contractually obligated to turn you in if you were with us at the time. So that's why.
Oh my god.
So I'm just saying maybe you should stay with the people who aren't contractually obligated to turn you in.
We have no contracts.
Cool, bro. Let's go be adventurers and drink hard alcohol and
I'm leaving.
do whatever.
Me too.
Adventurers do. I don't know, kill bad guys.
We'll meet you back in the market probably in a few hours.
So you guys head off to the Rainmakers Guild, and like your walk to the Adventurers Guild is full of just like, yeah, and we'll just indiscriminately murder bandits with no consideration for why they were led to this life of crime or the families they might be trying to support with their brigandry.
Well, I feel like you weren't there for our entire discussion on what is good and what is evil.
No, I was there, but like, you know, we do need to sort of consider why someone might be a brigand or a pirate.
I mean, yeah, that is a great idea. I am also not that old, like you.
Oh, I'm old as shit.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
I don't know any of this.
Racist.
What, racist?
Racist.
More like ageist.
Racist.
Because I don't
Both.
like old
oh,
people.
so you're both. You're both.
Old, know-it-all old people. I like how
Dirty
I am
olds.
with 2 NPCs.
Tomac is mysterious.
We're going to work. You could have come with us. But
Mom, I want to go with you, Mom.
You can always join us.
All right. So,
yeah, I get to monopolize Mom's time.
so you walk into the Adventurers Guild, and it is it's a lively place. It is exactly what Japanese anime has led you to believe an Adventurers Guild is like.
Exactly what I was thinking of.
It's full Konosuba in
It
here,
was
dog.
Konosuba,
It's full
totally.
Konosuba.
It was just all Konosuba.
Did we lose it? Rip stream. Fucking Christ.
We have a whole bag of gyoza. Do you guys want me to make it?
What is
Stop
that?
streaming.
Yes.
Start streaming.
Give me food.
I
There
will
it goes.
trust that it is delicious and eat it.
Gyoza or dumplings.
I'm excited. I'm excited.
They're like patsukers.
Oh, I never had that either.
And we should be back.
Like-
All right, we're back. So the Adventurers Guild is lovely, very, very bumping. Exactly what Japanese anime would have led you to believe.
Konosuba all the way.
Konosuba all the way, top to bottom Konosuba.
That's all I could think of too. Was just
And
Konosuba.
sure enough, behind the like paperwork counter, there is a rather slight-faced, almost like feminine bone structure, but scruff facial hair, wearing just like regular clerk clothes, like an apron and a tunic. And the man sort of looks over and he goes, "Here to join the guild, perhaps?
Yeah, yes, please. Yes, please.
You have that look. Everyone gets a little lost in the beginning, don't worry. Please.
Is this guy human?
Yeah, it's a human.
So, do you guys want to boil it, microwave it,
We'll cook it later, please.
fry it?
Gyoza is involving.
No, I mean, I can do any of them.
It is involving.
Fine.
He says, well, you have that look about you, and yes, he's a human.
Cool. Good to know.
Well, you're aware of the joining requirements and the entry fees and the paperwork fees and the insurance fees and all the things that go into it. You can't just become an adventurer. You know that, right? So, yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
We know.
Yeah.
We know.
Yeah. I remember the
Okay,
fees.
well then we can get you started with a basic membership. It'll be 100 coins for the starter for, well, both of you. It'll be 100 coins, and then we'll set you up on a job to potentially get you a letter of recommendation, and then you'll become fully fledged members. I think the whole process will take maybe 3-4 months.
Do we have that thing, bro? Do you have that thing?
The letters.
The letters.
Holds the letters up. Oh, what is that? Could I? He takes it from Tomac's hand and opens it up. Governess Carly of Jepson. Well, must say I've never heard of this Governess Carly. In one moment, she takes out like a big ledger and like flips through it, or he takes out a big ledger and flips through it.
Misgendering your own NPCs.
Fuck off, dog. Sure did. Well, she is listed as a perfectly valid sponsor. And do you have the fees that are required?
Bro, fees, do you have? You got the...
You have them.
Oh, shit. Oh, sorry. Oh, fuck. Sorry.
You two are going to be lots of fun, aren't you? So you hand it to him, and he puts it on like a little scale, and it balances out evenly. And he goes, all right, 100 coins. We'll send this to the coin counter. All right, if I could just have you all step over here just very briefly. I'll need your left hands. And he like takes like a little brand, basically, and he puts it in a little furnace. The furnace is burning like bright blue. And he sort of leaves it in there for a while and goes, second thoughts? And like you can tell some of the other adventurers in here are like gathering around and they're like watching you, but they're trying to be like coy about watching you. I will need you to take your gauntlet off, sir. And Tomac. Yes, sir. He takes it out of the furnace. And it is glowing this like bright, magical, arcane blue. He goes, your hand, please.
I look over at Tomac and was like...
Tomac puts it out. He goes, all right, and takes off his belt. You might want to bite this.
He's not gonna get that belt back.
I will gladly.
So you open your mouth to like the rows of shark-ass teeth, and he goes, actually, wait. Puts it back on. It's actually not worth it. I love this belt. It is so good. And
It's my belt.
just does it really quickly. It doesn't feel like anything.
Yeah.
Your body doesn't have time to register pain, just because of like how you juked him at the last second. And a lot of the assembled adventurers go, oh! I wanted them to scream. Like, oh, it would have been so funny if they thought it was gonna hurt. And the feminine-faced man goes, well, I mean, listen. We like to scare the newbies because it separates the wheat from the chaff, but you both seem like very ready and willing boys, and your friend back there, are you joining? Absolutely not. No. Okay, well.
I would rather die.
These will work as your identification. They are magically enchanted. They're like little like music notes and like a very stylized like shield, like rampart style. And they fade away as it like cools down. It's very hot, but it doesn't burn. And Tomac's like,
looks almost
He seems so excited.
and then I assume you guys just sort of get wrecked with the other adventurers.
Get wrecked?
Yeah.
we might as well.
Oh, they make you guys treat. There's one of the adventurers is like, oh no, it's tradition for the new guys to buy everyone around. Yeah, it's tradition.
Tradition.
Oh yeah, it's the only way to get people to want to work with you.
Huh. Can I
Friends.
reverse it?
It's friends. It's friends.
Can I reverse it and just pull the charm on them?
All right, so roll a charm. It's gonna be red purple. And this is going to be to charm them. You are going to have to buy the first round, but this is to see more if you can get the rest of the rounds on them.
Okay.
Go for it.
She's fine.
Yeah, you good.
Woo!
And sure enough, with your one success, yeah, they are you start to ply them, and then you and Tomac just get along with everybody, and the drinking is long. Elsewhere, across town, in a much less fun environment. The Rainmakers Guild is not a particularly rowdy establishment. It is a place of business.
Yeah.
There are like conference rooms sort of to the side, like little like partitioned areas with round tables where, you know, people get briefed on jobs that they're being dispatched for, where like teams prep. It's, I don't want to say it's dingy and not fun. Like there is like a place to drink, but like most of the fun stuff does not happen in the guild proper. Do you both live in like guild dorms?
I have to. I don't have another place.
That's true. Okay.
And I do at the moment.
Yeah. So you enter. It is quiet. You guys know the drill, though.
I'm 18. I can afford housing.
Think in this economy.
In this economy.
Shit. The fantasy world economy is better than our economy. That's why it's a fantasy.
That's why I get my own apartment.
You guys head into like the reporting station. The sort of dour-faced dwarf behind the counter sort of goes over all of the stuff and says, "All right, I need you to fill out some paperwork and write your reports up and let us know what we need to take care of."
Thanks, John.
Of course. Still not my name.
One day I'll get it.
So you guys head out, do your paperwork, you bring it back. It is mind-numbing. Thankfully, it's not like that bad, but it does take like the better part of an hour to do your report. Do you also include the assistance of Titus in your report?
No.
Yeah, maybe not.
Okay.
Probably not.
Okay.
They know we do extra jobs on the side, but
Okay. So yeah, you guys return your paperwork.
that was an official so.
The dwarf is gone when you return. It looks like he might be on like break or something.
What's his name again?
I didn't name him. You named him John.
Well, that's his name now.
No, it's not. You hand it to a goblin
Jeez.
girl who has replaced him. You know, she thanks you for your time and tells you that you're basically like free to go. Like you can do whatever you want. You can start on another mission if you want, but beyond that, you're free to go.
Oh, all right. Thank you.
Good job, you two.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So you guys head out.
Do we get paid?
Oh yeah, you
We get money? Like we do
No.
this. Thanks, buddies. We do this
You already got paid.
gratis.
You already got paid.
Oh, we do?
You got paid back at Carly.
Oh.
You actually have to give a percentage of that to them. I already took it out though.
Oh.
Yeah, like you pay
You put it aside.
the Rainmaker their due.
There you go.
You don't find Chaz and Tomac for the rest of the day. They spend most of their time getting wrecked.
That's okay. Let's go shopping.
Where's is Tikal also there? Like.
Oh no, Tikal, you guys find Tikal. She's like outside when you guys come out of the Merchants Guild, the Rainmakers Guild, and she goes, I couldn't be there anymore. I'd rather be with you.
Oh,
Which says a lot.
Oh.
It's awful.
What happened?
Just annoying. It's terrible.
Oh man, yeah.
Shopping? Shopping?
I was gonna go shopping. I mean, if you want, we'll have a girls'
Shopping
night.
sounds fantastic.
You're a girl?
That's not important. But yes.
Gender isn't what you see. It's what you feel.
Are you a girl?
Yes.
I'm also a
Gender
skeleton.
isn't what you see,
Oh,
it's
shut
what
up!
you feel.
Come on, we're going shopping.
For what it's worth, I too am a woman.
Get in the cart, bitch.
Bitch,
We're
you're
going
going
shopping.
So is there anything that you guys are shopping for? There's like lots of
Armor.
merchant district. So you head into a smith, and
That's the cart screeching.
as you head into the smith, like you start to talk to the merchant.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, it would take some time to Fuck!
Rip.
we
Man,
kept it right away.
I could just make Yoda.
No, shut up. Because that's still recording for the YouTube. For the YubTub.
Yubble tubble.
Fuck. This is really infuriating. I might just reinstall the whole fucking OS and just everything on this fucking computer. It's really annoying. Alright, we're fine now.
Someone just commented.
And we're back. Sorry, it's worse tonight than it has ever been before.
Yeah, it's not our fault.
Yeah. So you're like talking to the merchant, the smith, and he's like, it's it's a kobold, the dog people.
My race.
Suit black, not like by birth, by profession.
Oh.
Very, very dirty fur. Goes, well, we would be able to take care of this within the next couple of days. We need to get your measurements, take care of your specifications. And you hear like a chirping sound from like behind you where Tikal is browsing some of like the stuff that's up for sale right now. And she... What?
No, just nothing.
She's like inspecting a breastplate.
Are all of these like not great?
I mean... who do I care? I'll never see you again, Kobold. Yeah, this place is terrible. We're going somewhere else. She like takes you by the hand.
Oh.
She pulls you out.
Okay.
It's awful.
But it says on the sign, best in populace.
She points at a sign across the street.
Best in...
Best falafel in populace. Next to it is best falafel in populace.
Well, which one do I go to?
Do you want? Oh, sorry. Yes. Well, wait, what do you recommend?
So how do I know the difference?
You know how armor works, right?
I just go to that falafel stand because it's closer to the apartment.
All right. Well, we're going to have to browse. See what places are good. Are we getting something custom fit, or are we just getting something basic for you?
Well, Tomac said that if I get something custom fit, it'll last longer.
Right, so you're buying full plate.
Nothing too heavy. He said...
Chain?
Is it,
Halberd?
what's the higher than what I have?
You could buy chain.
Chain. Yeah, I was going to start off with chain because I don't want to do too much.
Oh, then we can buy that anywhere.
Oh.
That doesn't have to be custom fit. That's chain.
Oh, I didn't know that.
No. Well, this quality was bad anyway. The metals were handled poorly.
Could I go, like, 2 up or no?
Well, do you have the coin for it?
I don't know how much coins we have. How much coins?
Coin counter!
We have 1,735.
For sure you could buy plate.
I could buy plate?
I'm almost assured, yes.
I thought we just didn't have a lot of money, so I was going for change.
Whenever we ever spent
I
money.
haven't spent anything.
Yeah, you guys
this whole
haven't spent
time.
shit. Plate armor costs 1,250.
Holy nah, chain sound good.
Chain is
Chain
fine.
be good.
All right. Well, then let's try and find you anything, something. So we are going to
I am
use.
quite tall, and I am quite big.
We are going to use the rules for finding a market.
Okay.
Such a big girl. Totally my time.
Kat, you said you bought the talent that reduces rarity, right?
What?
You said you bought.
Oh
the,
yeah, I
that
have.
talent.
I know someone. Reduce item rarity when purchasing one. Buy one.
Okay.
I'm a little
Okay. So give me Streeted Wise. And you can use Tikal's Streetwise, because I assume you don't have ranks in it. Cool. So Tikal has 1 rank in Streetwise.
Okay.
For, like, selling her wares and shit.
Alright, so it's just a 1 rank then?
And because you have reduced through Know Somebody, it is only 1 purple.
Nice.
Yeah, otherwise it would have been 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the good thing is it's also partially on sale. So you and Tikal and Clear Sky sort of do a little bit of browsing. And you talk to a friend of yours, like you bump into a fellow Rainmaker here. It is a dwarven rainmaker, heavy armor clad, special, like, actually knows what you're trying to learn right now. And she sort of looks you up and down and says, I think I know a place that we could take you. Yeah, we could go there.
Oh, all right. Yeah, we've been looking around, and no, I almost said Rashani. That's me. Tikal hasn't seen really good ones yet.
Well,
and,
pleasure to meet you, Tikal.
Yeah. Oh, yes. She's my friend.
Yeah, sure. Whatever. Likewise.
My friend. She's been looking out.
Seems a bit surly.
She's
a bit silly.
She's a bit extra too, but it's okay.
What's that mean?
It,
You young people always lose me with this. She's like old, this dwarf.
She's extra flashy for no reason. So.
Well, gestures around the market district.
Well, that's why I listened to her advice. She seems to be really helpful in these kinds of
I'll take you to a friend of mine. Yeah.
All right.
So she does take you to a friend of hers. It is another dwarven smith, female. They sort of like do a quick measurement of you. The dwarven smith goes, all right, well, I think we can make this work. I think I actually might have something that didn't get picked up. That's almost completely in your size. Now, granted, it was made for a male orc, but
That should be fine.
it's fine. You know, we don't really account much for breast. When armor's fully on, your breasts will be in completely invisible, basically. She heads back, comes out with like this very long, like folded up chainmail, and puts it on the like counter in front of you. Well, she's cool. Yeah, she's cool.
I'm cool.
Call it
That's my design.
call it 500, and when you're looking to upgrade or do any repair work, which you probably won't have to for a while, come back here, yeah? All right, 500 coin. Call it square.
All right. So
Just the
500
totals.
Just them totals.
So chainmail
So what do I
is
do?
+2 soak. So your soak increases by 1.
My soak increases by 1.
Yeah.
You said +2 though. Why did
You already have +1.
Ah.
And what about you, little miss? You looking for anything in particular?
Oh no, I'm fine I'm fine.
All right. Well, then, if you're done, if you want, we can sharpen your weapons. I don't have weapons.
I have a harp.
They don't actually have weapons. They're just go away.
Oh.
Just kidding. If you'd care for some tea, I'd be more than happy to make a pot for you. Shop's pretty slow today.
You like some tea?
Yeah, I like
Why don't you drink it?
Pretty slow.
Do you want milk? I can put milk in the tea for you.
Doing that.
That sounds
That
great.
loading thing.
You're still drinking.
I'm done with it at this point. I'm just gonna fucking ignore it. Let's just play. Like,
Yeah.
I'm over it.
It is recording though, right?
Yeah, the recording is going. This is the last time that I'm fucking.
Because that's
Yeah, it's the kilobyte. Maybe we're getting throttled by the internet provider.
You think so?
Yeah, that happens to some folks. Well, whatever. Let's do the YouTube. Well, we'll be done then. You know, it is what it is. All right. So you guys have your tea. You enjoy your day.
Yeah. I was gonna look around the shop. Is there any not armor thingy, but like non-weapon weapons for Tomac, or maybe like a ball gag for Chaz or something?
What the fuck?
And don't they have like things that like have teeth on it in the weapon shops, like a trap?
All right, wait,
Bear traps?
A ball gag does not. I don't know what.
I don't know if you know what a ball is.
Because like that's just like
Does this? Okay, wrong wording.
got real weird and
So does the
It was
dwarf
sexual.
lady make braces?
make grills.
Like grills?
What's a grill?
Well, I mean, my friend uses his teeth a lot to bite things, like as his weapon.
Oh, well, that's different.
Well, I was thinking maybe if there was a way to rig him up, he could do more things and help his teeth keep being teeth.
I can't say I've ever done anything like that. I can't say I'd really be comfortable trying something like that, but... I mean, if you bring your friend by the shop, I guess maybe we could appraise it. It'll take time to make.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I mean, it's worth trying.
I've seen some folks from Parep walk around with teeth like that. I mean, not many, but we got people who wear gold teeth in here, in from Populous, but
Okay.
I've never seen anyone with full, forever metal teeth. What if it bites his tongue?
Well, I don't know. Whoa. I don't know if his tongue is...
Your tongue is extra short to make up for that.
I don't know. We should ask him. We have to ask, yeah.
All right. So the day passes. You guys sort of just enjoy a very like casual stroll.
Tomac weapons that aren't weapons.
That is not a thing.
Club.
Tomac can hold like a knife to cut his food,
But he can't hold anything with the
but like
intention of
when
weapons.
he goes to use it as a weapon,
It flies. Okay.
it goes away.
He's trying to
It's
cheese
destroyed.
It. Got it.
Yeah, you can't cheese like a legendary artifact. That's not how they work. You guys enjoy your drinking party.
It's okay. If it's too bitter, just put more regular water in it.
No, fine.
Okay.
This is fine.
She hates it.
I love it.
Shut up.
I will drink this, and I will drink this.
So, you all meet back up the next morning at like a local bistro. There's a lot of places to eat in Populous. That wasn't really something that was terribly common in anywhere in Kyrock, really. Like, there were places to eat, but like, Populous makes it a point to have places to eat. Like, a lot of places to eat. So Tomac's sort of like enjoying his like eggs hollandaise and is like, so, how was everyone's day? His eyes are like very bloodshot.
You okay there?
Not so loud.
Oh, sorry.
Okay there.
Okay, you don't need to patronize me. Can you use the magic to make my headache go away, please? I didn't want to have to ask. Chaz wants it too.
That's not how any of that works.
I feel like you're lying.
Hold on. She starts, can I do an alchemy roll?
Sure, you can do an alchemy roll.
Alright.
It's a goddamn Bloody Mary.
Yeah, that's what I was about to do. Gonna make a Bloody Mary.
I'm gonna make a roll too.
Oh no, poor guy. Alright,
I want to roll something.
No, shut up.
Oh, wait. What's the difficulty?
For like a hangover concoction, 1. And you don't have anything on hand, so a black.
Fine.
Yeah.
So like as you start, yeah. So as you start to like work your like magic with like what you have on hand, Tikal just sort of starts to whistle a little tune as you're doing it, and it's clear she's casting verse magic, and and as the song continues and gets a little higher in pitch, your headache goes away.
All right.
I'm just kidding, I already cured them! They're fixed! I did it! She did, actually. Magic's really convenient. Took too long. I guess... I guess I'm everyone's best friend now.
Am I fixed completely?
I mean, you guys, your wounds, your strain, that's all you know. You're all fine.
Just want to make sure.
Can I try to work on their criticals today?
If you guys want to spend the time like doing recuperation, yeah, I'll give you 1 critical roll in the city.
Mm-hmm.
If you want, instead of using resilience, you can use Rashani's magic skill instead of your resilience, and it'll basically just be like Rashani was casting the magic on you. But like, what are you doing in the city? Is my question.
Okay. I want to take Chess.
Yes.
I'm not sure if you're okay. You good?
Yeah, no,
Okay,
I was eating my waffles. What's going on?
I talked to this armorer person, and she said that she has to see your teeth, and she can make you a cool grill.
Shoving an
Like,
entire waffle in
Tomac
my
is sitting in
She
between
could make
you
you a cool
and
grill. Maybe.
Tikal. And Tikal sort of
It's
leans
like,
over to
have you ever seen the people
Tomac
for
and
Power
goes,
Up?
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got like things on their teeth,
Tomac
but when you
goes,
bite, it would shred, or it would keep your teeth together if you bit
they?
like rock.
I don't think. How dare you?
So that way you
I don't
don't
think
get
so,
cavities.
Should I ask? That'd be
No,
fun.
I think-
That'd
I
be
don't really know
fun.
if that's how it works.
Awkward for
But
everybody.
basically, she can help
Me?
you
I
bite
mean-
better.
I mean, okay.
Be fun
I
for
mean,
me.
if
I
do,
could participate in
fun
the banter.
damage to things?
You know what? You are. Go ahead.
Are you guys having sexual intercourse
What?
in secret?
No.
No.
Because you're holding his hand.
Because I was excited. Okay. Jeez. I thought
Tomac,
we
they're
were...
not.
that-
Isn't that
Tomac.
what friends
Is that
do?
why
She wanted to join
don't
the
like
banter, she
people-
said.
Oh, here.
Don't touch me.
Oh, right.
Is
you
that why you don't
touches.
like people touching you? Because you believe that
That's
you're
not
engaging
something
in
that
coitus?
you should ask.
Oh, do you not know how that works? Wait, do Avies do
Welcome to the banter.
Tomac was jealous.
Of who?
Chaz.
You like jazz?
They're too dumb to mess with, huh?
I don't think that's right. You're not. You have to.
I asked for you too, Tomac, but
I-
she didn't know what a weapon that's not really a weapon would do, and then I realized I can't trick a 1,000-year-old legendary sword.
It's older than 1,000 years. Don't sweat it. Thank you for thinking of me, though.
Yeah.
I'm content to kick it until y'all are ready to go. I gotta, get a matching gauntlet.
Oh, you
Yeah.
can come to the place I'm going to.
Okay.
She's
really
really
nice.
good teeth armor. I
That
don't
sounds like a
frickin'
terrible
know.
idea.
I don't know what it is.
Can't you just magic him up teeth or
I
something?
do, but this would be a more reliable source because if I cast too many spells in a day, I pass out.
That's
So
fair.
I'm just trying to get him a reliable source.
So you guys end up at the smith, and the smith goes, "Oh no, that's a terrible idea. I can't do that.
What? Would be teeth armor or knife teeth or teeth knives?
I can fit you for a replacement gauntlet. I have plenty of burner ones that we can just sell the stock, or I can make one for you. Do we have the coin to make one?
How much would
Probably.
that cost?
Yeah, it depends how
Got a
much it
lot.
costs.
I'll charge you $150.
Yeah, that's fine.
Thanks, guys, Tomac says. So, basically, if you guys haven't figured it out, Populous is kind of just open-ended right now. There's plenty of shit that's going on.
Right.
It depends on what you want to do. The major districts are the Mercantile District, the Business District. There's plenty of residential districts. There's also the slums, which is where most of the people, most of the refugees from Kyrok have been cram-jammed in.
I'm going there.
Okay.
I need to look for my family.
Ma familia. Mi familia. Okay.
I'm gonna start singing that goddamn
Yeah.
song.
The world is me.
And then, when you guys want, you can pick up a new adventure, from the Adventurers Guild.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's right.
You
We joined a guild.
know?
We
there's-
joined a guild.
Yay! Did you drink? Let's drink to it.
That's why we were hungover. Sorry.
It's very logical.
I'll just drink the thing that I created for you out of love.
Okay, I'm sorry.
She just said she loved you.
I mean,
I didn't mean it
Like
like
a friend.
that, like a
Yeah,
friend.
we love each
I
other
love
like
you
friends.
guys too.
I love all of you. I mean, like friends.
I love you too.
Thank you. I don't want to be involved in this.
You know, I'm
I'm
starting
good-
to
I'm
love
done.
you. You did a lot of good stuff.
She walks away.
Okay. Okay, but seriously, I'm gonna go.
Is there a
where were the
garbage truck outside
Yeah,
my
sounds
house
like it.
having sex with a velociraptor? Because it's very
That's
distracting.
what it sounds like. So that's what it
I
is.
mean, I don't.
They
Let's
fucking.
go to the slums. Let's go.
So
to
what
the
are
slums.
you two doing? Well,
That's how you go to the slums.
so that's the question. Are you asking them to come with you, Chaz?
I'm not gonna ask them to come with me.
So you just ghost.
It's probably just better if I go by myself.
Yeah, you
because,
ghost.
Yeah.
What are you two up to? Or just
Where are the
just
places in the
kicking
city
it?
you said?
What do you want there to be?
Hmm.
There's merchant district, residential district, commercial districts, entertainment districts, slum districts. Noble districts, but you can't go in there. Yeah, there's a lot.
Is there places for news?
Yeah, there's there's different squares where there's criers and bards and shit like that. Yeah.
If she's gonna go there, she usually does go there to see if there's anything happening in Cairo.
Okay, so you're looking for specifically news from Kyrok.
Mhm.
Okay.
I guess I would just go back to the guild in my little room. For now, I don't really
Okay.
feel that great alone.
So you go to your room.
Yeah.
Okay. You just
Go
be
to
by
your
yourself.
room.
Okay,
Go to
so
your room.
with nothing to engage you on, we will ignore you.
That's
Um,
fair.
I mean, someone could come to a room. She's
Yeah, I'm still
she's
in the
known
guild.
by
No,
the guild.
she's dead.
But she's known.
I
by
am
the,
dead.
But she's known by the guild as the
No,
been in
dead.
the guild for a very long time. Guild.
Dead to me.
Okay.
So, the district. I'm gonna shut that fucking door. I'm sorry. It's
Or
trying-
if you have a friend in town, you can visit them.
You don't.
You don't have any friends, apparently.
You don't
Except for
have
us.
any friends.
We're
That's
your
being
only
mean.
friends. Apparently,
That's
we're
why
in
I'm
the
your
creepy-
only
it's a tow truck.
Oh.
Someone's hoopty's getting towed.
What's a hoopty?
It's a good jalopy.
Oh.
It's a busted ass car.
I don't know what that means. Okay, cool. Nice for translating.
It made sense to me. So, I think the camera's slowly tipping down more.
I think
bad?
it is.
Oh.
Yeah, you mind tipping it up just a hair?
Maybe you grew taller. Oh no, you're fine.
Oh god.
There you are.
That's fine. Thanks. Hey, thanks. You're a pal.
You're welcome.
That's for taking it before, right?
I didn't take one.
I thought you
I
Oh, he was
threatened.
thinking about
Oh.
I
it.
threatened.
There were threats involved.
It
There was
is.
sadness
is this
involved.
the slums?
Yeah.
Great, creepy circus.
Yeah, I was about to say, what kind of slum is this?
Well,
Super-
it's a punk slum.
Super punk rock. Actually, no, this actually really is.
Yeah, hi,
They're
welcome.
Super into the
Fucking welcome to it. Yeah, there is.
circus bullshit.
There is a lot in here. It's well, it's definitely larger than the one that you found yourself in after your exodus from Kyrok. Lots of street children, just of like any race that's in Kyrok, there are street children of them here, and like they run in gangs. You know, there's no. It's not like one of those like, oh wow, like you walk in and immediately you watch someone get mugged and stabbed. Like no, like but like you can feel sort of eyes on you and stuff. You're better dressed than most people here.
So.
It's a temperate area. And I assume you're looking to just like grease some palms and talk to people and like, because you're looking for leads on your folks, right?
Yep.
Okay. You don't really have. There's no like pictures, is the thing.
Yeah.
Like you don't have any. Have you made a drawing of them?
No, not at all.
Okay.
I'm not looking for my mom because I know where she. Well, I kind of have an idea of where she is, and that is not here.
So then the question is, are you looking?
I'm asking around for.
Are you trying to
a
be-
very large mining family?
So you're just doing streetwise then?
Yeah. Let's
Okay.
go for it.
Yeah,
I
give me
don't know where
streetwise.
it's from.
And
Oh.
I have
I'm
0.
gonna say it's 2 perp.
You'll be fine. It'll be great. Here you go.
Grandma handed me the dice, so I feel.
Thanks, Grandma.
The lucky
Feel
grandma
okay.
dice.
Do you want to touch it?
Feel free.
You know what? Maybe I will. Should I just get rid of like a purple? I think.
Yeah, totally do it.
Yeah, I'll get rid of the purple. Make it,
Touch it.
Make it only slightly easier.
Touch it.
Grandma
Yeah.
dice.
Heart of the cards.
Woo!
Heart of the dice. Hi, I'm Duke Devlin, inventor
I
of
am.
Duke's Devlin. What are you doing,
I'm trying to find out what's in this yummy.
my little impatient child?
Hungry.
I too am hungry.
All right.
I hunger for man flesh. No, that sounds wrong. But that is
I thought you were
thing.
aces. I didn't think that you were into that.
Hey, I was quoting Lord of the Rings, by the way. Meat's back on the menu, boys. How do they know what a menu is? Do they have?
How do they know what a menu is?
Shit!
Holy shit! Do they have orc restaurants?
I never knew I
That's
wanted
the
to now.
question.
This is a world I need to explore.
Well, I guess
Um,
maybe they have cafes, right?
Well, yeah, sure. The orcish bistros,
The
bodegas. So let's return to this
Sorry.
fantasy restaurant.
Dark Tower Cafe. Wow.
Sauron's
Cool. Yeah. So
finest.
success. Woo.
So you actually, would you be talking to adults or children?
You know, anyone doesn't matter.
Oh, what's up?
Doesn't matter because I'm looking for what
All
I
right.
would assume would be a very large gathering of goblins who used to be miners.
So you walk to and talk to a goblin child. Oh, there's a piece of wood all the way over here.
Oh, that's fine.
I'm gonna throw that fucking chair out. I'm done
If
with
you
it.
believe in it, you can fix it. If you believe.
It's already been fixed once.
Oh.
Don't test that one. So,
Reading it.
the goblin child that you talk to is kind of small and runty. It is carrying heat though. That much is obvious from like under its like tunic. There is like clearly like on the side like a jutting handle, like pommel of a knife. What are you looking for? Eh? Like stomps on your foot a little bit.
Look, there should be a lot of them. And they should have been miners. Not like young, not like you a miner, but like miner.
What?
They dig in the dirt for rocks and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about no rocks or dirt. Like extends his hand and sort of like scratches the palm.
I'm gonna give him a little.
Give him a coin.
Give him a coin.
Does he bite it?
Tucks it behind his ear.
I'm surprised he didn't bite it.
He's a kid. He's too stupid. No. Well, let's just say that I know. Maybe I remembered a thing or two about rocks and dirt. Okay. Look. All I'm saying is, if you're looking for folks that used to be miners, maybe you want to talk to Copper.
We're gonna find copper.
I can take you to Copper, but I think I forgot the way. Oh, my two eyes. My two eyes. They can't see the way right now.
He wants to.
Yeah,
I'm just like gonna go into my pocket and find like just
A piece of metal.
a piece of metal.
You don't have pieces of metal in your pocket. No.
Okay, can I go in my pocket and like take out like a thimble?
You can give him $2. You pull out a thimble and he goes, my two eyes and my two ears. Forgot the way now for being a funny
Two
guy.
eyes and 2 ears now.
He like lifts his tunic and shows the knife. Like, just saying.
Oh my god, this child. These slums
And
are
like
hard
now
to
you
learn.
notice that there are other children like hiding behind like wooden collapsed sections and like under like porches from lifts and stuff.
Jesus.
And these children too are armed. Just saying.
Who keeps giving these children arms?
I mean, God.
Why do these children
for
have
starters,
arms?
God, how dare you give these children arms, God. Make all the children armless. Once they turn 18, they can have them. Oh, we got a smart guy over here.
Can I stop his BS with something?
Do
I
you want to threaten a child?
I do kind of.
Or
just
do you want to
like,
charm
Do
a
you want
child?
to charm a
Like-
child?
You can also stop his BS by giving him $4.
No. I want to stop his BS by doing something. You know, let me charm him. Let me
He's
charm
also
him.
a kid from the slums. He doesn't want to give this other kid from the slums $4.
Give me charm, and let's say it's 1 red. Hey there, Billy.
Yes! Just one. Buy one.
Alright, so what do you say to him?
How about
I'll
about
give you $5 if you cut the shit.
yeah? How about I give you $5 for you to cut the shit and let's go. Go.
Pleasure doing business with you. Please, in like a very like gesturing, like pantomime, like mocking, like populist, like foofy overdoing, and he goes, "This way."
You should probably get a smaller knife too.
He pulls out this big ass knife. It's like a Bowie knife size. He goes, I like it. We're good. Like the children scurry away like rats. He
Some of them are actual
I'm just gonna, like-
rat people.
I'm just gonna pick him up by the scruff of his neck and be
that's
like, all right, let's go, and just carry him.
He's like kicking his legs. Right. Like, wagging the knife.
Just look
Just
that
put
way.
me on your shoulders!
That way. Alright, let's go.
So where were you going? You were going to the Criers?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Just want to hear news from Kyrock.
Specifically. Okay.
Well, usually that's how I get my news of what's happening in Kyrock.
Okay. So, let's see. Nope, that's the wrong song.
That would be weird.
Yeah, sure is.
I had to rein back Thessaly because Thessaly would have killed a child.
Thessaly would have killed it.
Definitely.
Thessaly would have gotten into a fight with
Children.
20 children. Those children probably could have killed you. Straight up, there were a lot of them.
Thessaly would have killed a child. It would have been great.
Would have been tight.
We're back.
You want a medal, Dwight?
I do.
Congratulations, you didn't kill children. Good job. Christ, what is this, D&D?
What is this hardcore shit? We're
Not
living?
allowed to play any fun characters.
Fun characters. If only I was allowed
I'm
to
so
kill
sorry.
children.
Yeah, that's the only thing that I find fun.
Yeah, I hate D&D. It doesn't let me kill
I hate
children.
Dungan and Dagon.
I don't feel like
The Crier news is relatively tame. You know, like, you pay a couple of coins to get some Criers to, like, tell you what they've gathered. You overhear some other people hear from Criers.
They're just shrieking in your ear. Just like,
Apparently, there is a large refugee camp that has been growing in size outside of the walls of High Hope, the capital of the Parap Commonwealth, of Kyrock refugees from the eastern side of Kyrock. It is unknown what the Commonwealth is going to do regarding these people. Apparently, it is a hot point of contention. Additionally, an area, like, within a couple months ago, that was plagued by a Goliath harp spider infestation. That resolved itself. They must have left. They migrated. That was maybe like 3-4 months ago, before the campaign even started.
What area was that?
Close to like the southwestern border, closer to Populous, no doubt.
There's one more of the thing you ate under that.
Did you get it written down, Kat?
Close to Populous.
Yeah, it's like northwestern, not southwestern.
am I allowed to steal it?
Yes,
Yeah,
maybe. So, is there anything, what's going on with the remains of... Oh, I'm sorry.
So, two of the current contested kings of Kyrock, basically, Kyrock fell, this is common knowledge, the kingdom split apart, basically because all of the various conflicting points of views, a lot of people were just like, actually, fuck this, I'm my own king now, fuck you. This happened like 7 or 8 times all across Kyrock. And right now it's mostly just like going to war with one another. Like some, like one feudal lord marched an army on another feudal lord and was, victorious. And one feudal lord is consolidating her power and shit like that. Like it's not a great time to be in Kyrock. That's why so many people are trying to fucking leave.
Somebody
And
used to play Civil War. Somebody would declare kingship, and the other person would go.
there's disasters and shit like that. Most notably, one of the identified reclaiming lords has dispatched a rather large reclaimer force to a classical era ruin in the area. The purposes are unknown, but they seem to be entrenched there. Any attempts to like get close have been met with violence. Not just like other Kyrock armies try to get close, like, or scouts try to get close, but like merchants that draw too close are like turned around. Yeah, so that's been happening, and the final piece of information that you get is a Medalus Raider, one of the scourges of Kyrok, common basically all across it. These like iron thieving brigands, reavers almost. They apparently a city in Kyrok was just sieged, like burned to the ground by a force of
Does he know what?
Medalist Raiders. Not your home city.
Okay.
It's a city central south, like south central.
Okay, so.
So like it's a ways from here, but like it wasn't a capital of any of the kingdoms, but it was like sieged and burned.
Oh,
Yeah, so like a lot of the speculation the crier tells you about that is like, how the fuck did a barbarian like amass that level of power? Like, yeah, barbarians are dangerous, but like Medalist tribes people are not like especially considered to be like unified or dangerous outside of like highwaymen activity.
right, so someone's uniting the tribes, basically.
That is a huge theory.
Oh, okay.
The crier thinks that might be what's happening, but another crier like gets into an argument with him and is like, no, that's not what's happening. You know, I think that it was just like, you know, they're not getting united. It's just there's one who's smart who's leading them. Like maybe they snuck in rather than just throwing themselves against the door. Or maybe it was just because they fucked up and left the city unprotected. It was expected that maybe like 3,000 people bid it in there. It was a relatively large city.
Wow.
Yeah. And the name of the Reaver...
3,000, you said?
What's up?
3,000 people?
That's probably too many. Like probably like 1,000.
Okay. Okay.
Jara Kultan.
Jara?
Yeah. Apparently she's very dangerous.
Crouton or Couton?
Kultan. C-U-L-T-A-N.
C-U-L-T-A-N?
Yeah.
Couton. And she was the
What?
she was the medalist?
Yeah,
She's
she
the
is. She like apparently was the one responsible for it because that is her domain.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so that happens. You're, you know, sort of by yourself writing letters, I assume, right? Like,
Probably. 'Cause
Sorry.
I guess no one wants to
Being-
talk to me in the guild. That's fine.
being by yourself doesn't get you engaged.
I know,
Um,
but
don't
my
ju-
character would not just be walking
I
around
know.
alone.
I know, and that's fine. So, back in the slum.
Yay.
The little
goblin.
goblin kid like strides up to like a door underneath like a half dilapidated stairway and then the door opens. It is opened by
Another small shop. God damn it!
it is opened by
Another small
a one-armed orc.
Cool. Cool. So like,
It's a male. He goes, What are you doing? There's no come in. He opens the door and like steps to the side. Whoa. You cool? You cool? I think he goes, Alright, that's high praise. Come on in. Come on in.
Kid was like you.
Shuts the door. There are a lot of people in here. It looks to be like an underground like bar. But more than that, because there are also like rows of weapons and like people polishing weapons and shit like that, and
cool.
you know,
Just like,
grindstone, whetstone.
kind of just almost looking at this kid like, fucking drink. But under my breath.
So the kid scampers off, leaving you with this half-orc man.
Ooh, is he half orc man? Or
I'm
is
sorry,
he
full
just
orc. He's full orc.
Half.
No, that would be ableist. Absolutely not.
If you did
No,
that.
no, absolutely not. He's full orc.
Full of half arm.
He's full orc, one arm. So, what brings you here?
Yeah, no, I'm looking for information about some other refugees from.
Ah,
Yeah.
you want information from the network. I understand.
Yeah.
Please, come with me. Gestures
Okay.
with his hand. Take a seat.
Okay.
So, sits down next to you. Where are you from originally? What region? It will help us narrow it down.
West.
West, north, central, south.
Central?
Do you not know?
I never really looked at a map.
Map, please. Someone brings him a map and he grabs it, puts it down, so puts a cup on one and then rolls it out and then puts a cup on the other end. All right. So he shows you the map.
Okay.
So now, like, he sort of lists off some villages, and one of them ended up being kind of a large town near your village. And he goes, so like when he says it,
Yeah, we were close to that one.
okay. Sort of like, hey, Benny, little human child, cute as a button, like red hair, sort of like messy, but like tied to the side, like little patchwork dress on. She comes and goes, yes, Mims?
I was expecting less.
Sweetie, could you please go get me one of the bundle of scrolls from the, he says like the name of the town, section, please. She goes, oh, okay. She sort of scampers off with like a light pitter-patter. Good kid. A lot of good kids in here in danger of becoming bad adults.
Kid in the corner with his big sword hitting things.
Oh yeah, that kid is like, ah, ah. Some of them are bad kids. Penny comes back with like as big as her, like a bundle of scrolls. She goes, sweetie, you didn't have to grab that many. You could have left. Thank you, Penny. And he takes the scrolls sort of one by one. Starts to go through them. So, what professions did your family hold?
Miners. Mining. They owned the mining company.
Ah! Your lineage, if you don't mind my asking, you appear to be part elf.
Yep.
And are you full elf or
No.
what is your other half, if you do not mind my asking?
Nah, that's probably gonna be helpful finding.
It
my
would be,
family.
yes.
Goblin?
Goblin. Okay, so we'll be narrowing down to our elven and goblin records. And, and both of your parents are from this region?
No.
What are their names? Actually, wait, no? No?
Nope.
Where are your parents from?
Well, my dad's from there.
And your father is?
Grak,
Is he a goblin?
he's a goblin.
Grak.
That name didn't sell it.
Can't say.
Grak.
Alright,
That's a weird
Grak.
name.
And he
Or
like
keep everything
writes that down on like a blank piece of paper sort of next to him. It's like pulp paper. Like it looks like they're making a lot of their own down here. He sort of Grak. Goblin. And he was a miner.
Yes.
Miner, alright. We have a couple of former miners here as well. And have avoided working populous mines. So, and your mother?
Her name is Agrimony.
Agrimony. And where is she from?
Out of character.
Yeah.
So, what is the she's from like folk
She's from
music.
folk.
Yeah.
Okay, so like folk would kind of be more like rural. I mean, folk exists basically everywhere, so like you could sort of decide where she's from. Like you could just.
She's like from farther away.
Okay. Okay. Well, we don't have any records on that, but
Yeah, she's been there for a
All
while
right.
now, so I know where she is, but
so
I'm trying to come up with like the last name for the mining company because the way that I imagine it is the like.
And if we could get
son.
if we
That
could
is my
get
last name.
your name, Son of Grek. Something the matter?
Yeah, just no, it's fine. So my
It'll help us in case your father or mother are looking for you.
right.
Don't just spell it.
I'm just gonna look around
Just
and like
spell it.
how, it's
There are
okay.
people here.
Okay, I'm gonna like lean forward and just yeah. So my name is. I'm gonna say it as low as possible.
I'm sorry, I need you to audibly say it. I can't hear you. It is rather loud.
Not many other kids here can spell, so you should be good.
He's like, if we're done, then
No,
I'll roll
no,
up the
no,
scrolls.
no. Okay, it's all right. Don't. I obviously did not choose this name. Just and Thistlecurd.
Okay, Thistlecurd. Thistlecurd, Son of Grek.
That's a good one.
Okay.
That's a good one.
And you are from this region. And were you a miner by trade? No one reacts. Like, no one reacts. Are you alright?
Yep. No,
Care for some
I'm good. Nope.
fence post to calm your nerves?
Lemon curd.
You'll have to pay for the post, but...
Nope. I'm good. I'm
Alright,
fine.
well-
Thank you. Yeah. No. I was
Well, Thistlecurd, we could put you in touch with some miners from the region. Actually, Penny, sweetie! And the little girl comes back. Like, this time she's, like, carrying, like dish rags above her head. Like, it looks like they're, like, sewing dish rags together for, like, clothing and stuff. Blankets. Yes? Is Cooper here? Is Copper? I'm sorry. Copper? Is Copper here? Oh, Mr. Belcourt? I think he is, yes. I could go get him. Okay, could you please get, Copper for me? Thank you, sweetie. Copper was a miner in the region. He might know something.
Yep.
So, recent refugee?
I mean, not super recent, but recent.
So you've had previous visit. So, could you please tell me in detail each refugee camp you checked in? That'll help us trace sort of where you were. We might be able to send word to some of our contacts there. It's a rather complicated ordeal, and it does require quite a bit of resources, so any donations would be appreciated. But we can't really... Populists would charge you. That's not the life we lead here.
Right. Okay. Yep.
And so you tell him.
Tell him.
He writes the whole thing down. All right. And as he like puts the final like dot on it, a kobold walks up. You okay?
Yeah, my back.
Sort of like patchy fur, kind of mangy looking too. Sort of comes over. What is it, Mims? Copper, this is Thistlecurd, this is Copper. Pleasure to meet you.
Likewise, yeah.
Oh, sort of like throw some like snot off his hand.
Great.
So, you're from here? He points at the map.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I worked at a couple of mines around there. Ooh, he takes the paperwork. Coughs on it.
Great.
Oh, you're Greg's kid?
Yeah, you know him?
Oh, yeah. Your old Aunt Man and I got me out of a couple mines. Yeah. Oh. Your mom, smelled very nice. Your father less so, but... Say what you will about his smell, he was a very kind man, very heroic fellow. Ooh. Last I saw him, we actually fled together.
Just like kind of like Is like leaning forward and then leans back.
Every time you say something interesting,
Yes. Oh god.
shit.
Yeah.
Gonna get what he has.
We met at, Pelanus in the north. Yeah, we met in,
Is it the whole thing? Just
Pelanus in the north. That was, gosh, 2 years ago. You might still be there, but can't say for sure. I hope you find him, really. I owe a man my life. If I can help in any way, please let me know. And he like goes to like shake your hands.
Right. Yeah. Thanks. Cool.
Mims like gestures at his hands. You shake?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You can cough on them. You could.
Let's go and heads out. Are you alright?
Yes.
Mims has, his lungs have been painted. Shit, I'm Mims.
Yep.
Copper, thank you. You can get that.
Yeah! Cat was being good!
Copper. Copper's lungs have been painted black.
Oh. Okay.
Apparently there was a cave-in some time ago, and we can't afford a healer for him, so it gets tough. Well, Mr. Thistlecurd, thank you so much for coming in, and just, would you mind terribly hanging around, maybe coming back tomorrow? Just, we'll spread the word about you being here, see if anyone knows you, or, you know, that way you might be able to answer questions in the same way Coffer did, just things like that.
Sure. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Very good.
I think we have to hang around anyway.
Well then,
At least a few days.
we thank you for your assistance.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Offers you his left hand.
Cool.
Thank you. And I assume you head out?
Yep.
Okay.
Gonna like.
You spread the cheese touch too.
Oh, there's really nothing clean in this district. Yeah, they don't.
I mean,
yeah.
Whatever.
I've lived in slum. Lived in.
Yeah. The building itself is actually fairly well maintained,
Yeah.
considering like what non-supplies they're given.
What are you looking at me like that
Nothing.
for? It's so
Nothing.
weird.
Nothing.
I'm so scared.
So the next day comes. You all sort of gather together for breakfast again. It's very calm. Tomek says, "So, what's the play? Like, what's our plan? Get a job? Do we want to unwind here until we're full strength? I mean," he like rolls his shoulder. It still clicks.
Yeah, I'll have to look at that again. No, I think a few extra days of just, information gathering and,
Yeah.
well, my armor should be done, right? Or
Is
do I
that,
have
is that
it?
your voice, Rashani?
Oh, no, it's not. Shut up. I guess a few extra days wouldn't hurt. I mean, I honestly have a few wounds.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you wouldn't mind taking a look at some of our injuries, I mean, I know I can't afford a doctor, so like if you want to
Yeah.
take care of me, I'd be super happy.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I have been a little busy. I haven't been.
No, it's fine. Did you find sort of the suit of armor that you were looking for?
I couldn't afford the plate, but chain.
Plate's expensive.
Yeah.
I got lucky.
No, that's fine. I'll show it to you right here. You can.
Actually, I'm sorry. He wears scale mail.
Oh shit.
It has plates on it, but
But it's very smooth.
it's a step up from chainmail,
Yeah.
a step below plate.
Well, I got chain. But it's something here. You can take a look at this while I look at your arm. Here,
Sure.
let me help you get your
What are you
armor.
doing?
What?
What are you doing?
I don't know. I'm just like looking.
Oh, looking at the
around.
Netflix
I'm just, like,
slideshow.
Netflix slideshow. Of death.
The first time I don't turn the TV off, it's immediately distraction.
Yeah,
Yeah,
here,
please.
take a look at my armor, and I'll help you take off yours.
Oh, I mean, I'm not really an expert on armor, but okay.
just
So,
look at it.
do you want to do a cure?
Yeah, I'll do
Okay.
a hero.
So, for healing, do you want to add additional target to it? So you can try to heal one
Can I-
critical wound of everybody?
Yeah, that'd be great. So it's gonna be 2.
2. So heals base is 1. Heal critical adds 2, and additional target adds 1, so it's 4. Do you want to spend a point?
Yeah, I'll spend a point to get rid of 1.
Okay.
All right.
Go for it. So it affects you and one person at the moment. Or actually 2 people. It's not worse. It's not the worst. I've seen worse. It's a push. Yeah, unfortunately. Oh, wait, no, you get your blue. It's an arcane check.
Please don't be blank. That's all I need you to be. Is
Be a success. It happens.
Can I do it? Can I do at least?
Everyone cures 1 critical wound. Because you've had plenty of time to recuperate as well, I'm going to give you 1 critical wound cured.
So just
is
one,
it
any
just-
of them, or
Uh,
the lowest one?
yeah, you can heal any of them. It's fine.
I was trying
Like
for
she's
so
like
long.
very good because she's like I just already erased it.
It's
No.
gone now.
It's already gone,
It's gone now.
dummy.
Just going down.
You want to go and maybe like see if we can find some other games to play on the road?
That sounds nice.
Let's do it. I'm itching to try something out. I like counting stones a lot, but like, my gosh, I just want to try something else. You know? Let's
Yeah,
go.
I mean-
Let's go toy shopping.
Sure, toys.
So yeah, like, what are you all doing today? Like, what's your plans?
Well, I was just gonna go to the market to replenish some of my alchemy stuff. You can cut. I mean, I need someone to test the drinks.
Test the drinks as in like
You drink it and see if it tastes good because I mix it together to make the stuff that you drink later.
quick question, how good are you at like making healing potions and shit? I know you've done it before, but like are you like
Well, good enough that my mom tried to force me to do
What's
it
your
forever.
voice?
Good enough to make my mom want to force me to do it forever. So I guess pretty good.
okay. I have to do a thing later. I was wondering if maybe you want to come with me and maybe
Chill.
chill. Sure, yeah. I know a guy who might be in need of some like healing potion or something, you know, and, like or maybe some healing magic. I don't know. I saw you were doing that stuff.
Is he okay? Does he need like a healer? Because I could heal.
I mean,
I mean, we can put off our game
Yeah.
stuff because you do like the healing wind stuff.
I can help.
She's helped me
If it's
before.
serious wound, yeah. I mean, I can do it.
yeah.
That's sort of, isn't that the whole thing that we're doing?
Yeah, I mean, if you guys are, not,
Is there money in it?
there's no money in it.
Bye.
Bye, Felicia. No. I mean, it's fine. Is it someone from the slums or
Why would you think that?
what?
You didn't know that he went to the slums.
Oh,
ghosted.
he didn't say anything.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
I'm
ghosted.
sorry.
You have
Then
no
never
idea.
mind. Shit. Okay.
I mean,
because she said no money. That's why.
Whatever.
I mean, I can't speak for them, but if you guys need money, I mean, they'll do it. I mean, they'll do it, right? Like,
No, I mean,
I
I'm-
like you guys. You're
That's why
good
I said
people.
it's-
You'll do it.
It's fine. I'll do it. I was just asking questions.
Yeah. I'll take you to. I'll take you
okay, okay.
where they,
That's fine.
like,
Then,
people are.
well,
They're-
then I
I'm sorry.
definitely need to pick up more stuff because I'm not sure what it is I'm doing. So, yeah, we can stop by the alchemy shop on the way.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
So you
Thanks, guys.
grab some alchemical supplies,
Just gonna.
and you all find yourself back in the bar, back in the slum.
And I'm
Yeah,
just-
like you guys are at the mouth of the slum, and it is a dizzying like
Does anyone else hear that music?
building stack. There is actually 100% organ grinder music being played.
Yeah. So don't look like you're easy to mug.
Of course not. It'd be great.
Okay, cool.
Stand. They're right
Oh,
in front of me. After she's
I
like,
trust-
yeah.
I trust Grandma. Let's just you guys don't.
So you guys like walk through, and like
I pat Tomac on like the arm as we head in, just like.
as you guys are like walking through the streets, you see that little goblin boy again, and he
There's a goblin?
yeah, the little kid was a goblin. Stomps over and he goes, "Who are these punks? These your friends?
Yeah.
Hey.
You two rainmakers?
I,
Wearing the ropes?
yes.
I don't believe it. I don't buy it.
She sends Silky out of her hand.
Okay, so you're some sort of spellcaster. That doesn't mean you're a rainmaker. In fact, I don't believe it. Hey, you know what? You make me believe it. You fill up that old wash bin right there full of water. So you just do a utility cast.
I just point at it and it has water.
And like a little like rain cloud forms that you make, and then you like combine it with your water spirit ask, and it does begin to rain. And there it goes, huh? No. I don't believe it. Come with me. I'll believe it if you do this for me. Takes you to like another big like trough of water, and he like tips it out, and the water is like fetid and disgusting. And he like tips it out, and then like wipes it down really quick with a rag, and goes, "All right, once might be an accident. Twice you could probably do."
I got this.
I'm just grinning at this.
She literally,
like,
when she saw the water come out.
Oh, it's disgusting. And there are like ladles in it.
Oh. Hold my coat.
I look at
Hold my
little
cloak.
guy, which looks like.
Hold my coat. So she's going to make a boiling water check to clean it. And
I
then,
thought you meant for the child.
No. Why would I boil the child?
Because Dwight. Okay.
I thought Dwight doing it.
Okay, so that will require a check then.
Yeah,
That'll
I
be
will.
2 purple, and then your casting skill. Do you want to modify?
Yeah, I'll take
Don't
one.
forget your blue.
Oh, yeah, I got blue. Okay, first I'm gonna boil.
Actually, no, you're doing a good deed. I'm going to call that a null. You can downgrade
Okay,
it for free.
so I'm going to boil it first, so that way it'll clean
Sterilize
the
it.
metal. And
It's wood.
Okay, clean the wood.
Yeah.
Wait a few seconds and then fill it with water.
Okay. Not boiling water.
Not
Well,
boiling
we're not
water,
trying to boil
fresh water.
children.
And I'm going to be summoning the spirits to keep it that way for a little while. So it'll be fresh at least for a little while. So the first, like, magic.
There aren't many spirits in this area.
No, but that's. I'm
that's
trying to
the
use whatever I can.
You're gonna you make sure it's pure water, yeah.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you succeed really
Really
well.
well.
It is perfectly sterilized, and it fills with like beautiful crystal clear water. And the water is magically enchanted to the point where it actually heals a little bit of strain when people drink it. Like it's like a slight healing water. It goes,
Okay.
no, I don't buy it. And he like takes you to like what looks to be like a circle of houses with like some old goblin grannies and grandpas like trying to like delicately wash clothes on like those like metal grating boards in more nasty water, and the water is like ice cold. And he goes, all right, so I saw you do some fancy temperature work, but why don't you help my gran here by giving us some like cleaner, hotter water? Gran, and he says something in goblin, and then he just knocks the barrel over,
Where,
tips the barrel back up.
Kid, where do you get your water?
What?
Where do you get, like, your granny got that nasty ass water. Where did she
My
get
granny's water was perfect. How dare you say my granny's water is nasty? I'm only replacing it because I don't believe you.
Oh, of course. Where did she get the water?
I don't know.
Is there a well?
Granny! He starts speaking in goblin.
Yeah, I'll also speak in Goblin.
Yeah,
Like, listening.
Granny's like, oh, rain water.
Yeah, it's just rain.
Is it collected somewhere specific?
As you've been walking through, you see that there are a lot of like barrels put out and like tarps and like pans and stuff.
Right.
I mean, have you ever been in the slum?
Her family's too proud to be refugees, so no.
Well, your family is probably doing well for themselves.
Yeah.
Your family
She-
might even be led by one of the kings.
Yeah, so no.
Yeah,
Well,
but I'm saying
that
like
was
in
never
Populous.
even-
You've been in Populous for like 2 years.
Yeah. Oh well, she doesn't really go to the slum. She goes on
Out of
work.
sight, out of mind.
Out of sight,
Yeah.
out of mind. She goes to work, and this is not what she's used
That's
to.
the luxury of having money. Yeah.
Yeah, so she's honestly doesn't know this.
Yeah.
So she's like, how am I going to help them? Do you have collection things that I can purify? What do I do to help you in the long term? Because short term doesn't work.
Tomac does not seem at all surprised by any of this.
All right. I can help your granny today, but I'm trying to.
Voice.
I am. I'm trying to help your daddy. Oh, sorry.
No, he's
Your
gone.
granny.
He's gone.
Your granny today, but I'd like to help your granny like on the long term.
What?
Like so that way you're doing.
You know that that's a huge violation. Like she's already broken a bunch of Rainmaker Guild rules.
But
She's using your services for free. This is something that the Rainmakers would charge for.
You know what? That's okay.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, you are aware of the danger she's in. This is gonna get out, and she's gonna get disciplined.
all right. Maybe just.
Let's do what we can.
Yeah, okay. So she takes the barrel, knocks the barrel over.
So you guys go through and do, like, these little... So you just go along with this kid for as long as it takes. By, like, the 15th place you're purifying, that one-armed orc comes out. He's, like, sort of walking the streets. He's got, like a bundle of wood sort of, like, tied with, like, a strap of leather, like, held at his side. He goes, "What's going on here?" Yeah, he's like walking the streets. He's heading in the direction of the place you talked to him last night. "What's going on here?"
Oh,
I'm just gonna do a nice little goblin laugh, which just sounds horrifying and cackly.
So you cackle.
He didn't believe it.
your kid
Yeah,
here. He didn't believe that we were rainmakers, so we
didn't
were
believe
helping
it.
him.
He looks at the kid and goes, and the kid scrams. "They're your friends. This occurred."
Oh.
What?
Excuse me?
Tomac just like puts his hand like over your mouth.
Yeah. Yes, these are my
He like
friends.
he like closes your face as well, just like holds it shut.
Say anything. Why are you closing my face?
Ask questions. It's my right.
Yep. Yeah, these are my
Good.
associates.
We just got angry.
Do anything.
I really wish you hadn't done that. Come with me. Takes you guys into the little staging bar. Sits you all down. Why did you bring your friends? This occurred. Also, you have yet to introduce me.
Well, since you introduced us, as she gestures to Jen, since you introduced us, my name is Rashani of the Rainstick.
Clear sky.
I am Mims. It's nice to meet you.
And this is Toma.
That's
He doesn't give a last name.
Oh, what?
Mims is an orc. He doesn't give
No,
a last name.
I said,
No,
and this
that's
is Toma.
Toma.
No, I know. Kyle the DM.
You're a half orc. You have a last
He doesn't give a last
no,
name.
No, I know. I was just saying that, and it sounded like that
Yeah,
was
like
a
it was-
response to
No.
Tomac,
Yeah,
and I was
yeah.
like, why would that
Tomac.
be?
Okay.
Okay.
Tomac. Me and Chaz are tight. I mean, Thistlecurd. We're tight. Is Chaz an assumed name?
Yeah.
All right. Have you been going by any other names? It could help us narrow down the search. So you list
go
off like a
through a
lot of
list.
listings. Well, okay. Okay.
So,
Okay. His handwriting's very sloppy with his left hand. So, okay. Okay. This is a very long list. In fact, the length of this list is going to make it very difficult. I wish I had known this yesterday so we could have maybe put a word out. Penny! Little girl comes out, like I said, cute little girl, like red hair, same clothes, no shoes. Please go and tell relay the list, updated list of names for Thistlecurd. She goes, oh, okay. It's a lot of drawings on this one. That means there's a lot of names? He goes, yes, there's a lot of names, sweetie. No, go on, run along. And she heads out. So why did you bring your friends?
Well, honestly, I was just gonna bring that one, and I realized she would just go through and...
What? You didn't stop me when I was helping the child. I thought it was a friend of yours. You literally said, my friend.
I mean, Roshani, with her privilege, probably did not even realize what was happening until, like, the third time.
I was just helping the kid.
Yeah, it was fun.
No, and thank you, but the implications of your kindness have far-reaching negative consequences. It's a temporary solution to a more permanent problem. But I expect that someone with the name of the Rainstick would be more than capable of things like this. So, thank you.
It's alright, Thistlecurd.
Please do not do it again.
I'm sorry. I promise this will be a isolated incident.
He, like, snaps his one hand and, like, someone comes up to him and he says, get a couple more boys on the street tonight. I don't want anyone trying to steal that water. Do what you have to. And he sends out some people.
It'll keep for a while.
That's not the issue. The issue is when other people hear that we have clean water in this part of the city, they'll come looking for it. And that leads to violence. We appreciate it, but it's a systemic problem. I know. $2 word. 2-coin word, but...
I did hear that there was someone,
Yeah, no, the main reason why I brought her here is to take a look at, Copper.
Huh?
Yeah.
What? Are you healers?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Oh, not him.
No.
But he's there for emotional support.
But we're allowed to heal on our own dime, so it's fine.
I mean, that matters so very little to me if it's on your own dime.
Well, I mean,
I-
we can do whatever we want.
We cannot pay.
I know that.
Okay, cool,
That's
cool,
fine.
cool. So,
We'll ask Copper if this is something that he agrees to.
Yeah.
Handouts are not a lifestyle we enjoy. Gestures at somebody. Is Copper awake yet, or is he still in bed? He had a particularly rough night last night. Guy's like, he's still in bed, sir. Alright. We'll head to his chamber then. Takes you into like a common barrack. Like beds upon beds, and when I say beds, I mean like mounds of fabric or straw or like a rotted hammock. And above it,
rotting too.
oh yeah, no doubt. And above it, it says, like in like a mocking painted sign, private quarters. And he walks past like a couple of other people in the bed. There's a couple of other people that are sick in here. Kid with a cough, old man with like painful arm and shit like that. He takes you to Copper. There is like a wad of rags, and there is like black and red on that rag. Copper, buddy. Shakes him. Copper. Come on, wake up. And Copper.
Oh, good, he's not dead.
Really right there.
What's going on? I don't know. Why don't you tell me, friends?
So, nasty coffee got going on. If you want...
You noticed.
Yeah, no, it was hard, and I missed it for a while, but...
It's awful. Like, lungy, phlegmy, like, too much fluid in one lung bone dry in another. Like, it's bad.
But if you want, I've got some friends here who can do some healing. If you maybe wanna
Charm. Because someone from his culture, is asking as like more of a let me do you a solid than like, oh, this is charity.
Yeah, no.
He's much more receptive. 2 perp.
Maybe get rid of one of the perps.
What?
Maybe get rid of one of the perps.
You're a perp.
That hurts.
You hurts.
See, that's why you get rid of
Success.
Yay!
Wow.
It's just that another one could have betrayed you in the worst way.
At this point, I'm good with anything. All right. Do your stuff.
Okay, so
So, it's a medicine check, an alchemy check, or a magic check. Only one of you can do one of each.
medicine is the same as my alchemy. My magic is 2 yellows and 1 green.
My magic is 3 yellows.
Okay, so why don't you do the magic check then? And I'll do an alchemy check because I can re-roll that.
Okay.
I can also re-roll my magic check.
Okay,
Oh, cool,
so
cool,
there
cool,
you
cool.
go.
Well, I could use both.
Yeah.
3. Thank you. Is there
The
anything
magic
bad?
check, because you're curing a critical wound, it's 3 purples.
Oh.
And for me?
For you,
Ow.
you're making a potion. The potion itself isn't terribly complicated, and you did just restock on supplies. So I'm going to say it's 2 purple and a black. The black is just because you don't have any ranks in medicine. Like, you have no
I do.
idea what you do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course I do.
Oh, shit.
Why do you think I've been healing
Yeah.
this whole fucking time?
I thought you were using your magic for healing.
No.
Then
use it when we're-
disregard the black. Give yourself a blue instead.
Oh,
Because you have readily available supplies and you are trained in medicine. You,
that's why I've been
Yeah,
healing.
that was-
I've been the only healer.
I didn't know you were using medicine. I apologize. You are
This hurts good enough.
you are very familiar with this with painted lung. It is a common disease amongst miners that get like trapped in like cave-ins or just like particularly ashy, dusty, easily particled mines. So like you're familiar with this. Also, it's super common in alchemists.
Right.
So like you probably drink vitamins to prevent this shit. It is deadly if left untreated.
Okay.
Please.
Hopefully this will go well.
Went pretty fucking well, I'd say.
Oh, yay, great, yay. Well,
Oh my god, Catherine.
I'm okay.
Yeah, that'll push it. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm
that's
okay.
enough. No, that's enough. With a critical success, yeah, that's enough.
I was really like, only thing that could save me right now would be a critical success.
Yep.
Good.
The crit fucking pushes you into the good threshold. So you sort of whip together this part potion, part alchemical item, like part medicine, part alchemy, powder. And then you dilute that in like a vinegar-like liquid. Astringent, it'll help. You add like a little bit of like honeycomb to it. You enchant it with some of your magic powers and like some of the good water that you've been making. And you like let it mingle. It has to sit. And while you're doing that, you're doing what I would assume is like an air treatment. Like you are asking the spirits of air that are like in him to sort of like, it's nasty. I do the 2 difficult things on a bad magic spell. So when you play it, the harpstrings, one of them breaks.
oh, great. what do I do?
Your heart, it's fine. Your heart becomes damaged 1 step, which means checks with it incur black die until it's repaired. But like the air spirits pull the phlegm and like some of the nasty scabbies and stuff up and out, and like you hold out a bucket and he just into the bucket, like retching repeatedly. At first, Mims is like, "Are you sure they know what they're doing?
Yeah.
They're hurting him."
You know, that's what is hurting him. And this is gonna make it better.
I hope you're right. And once you're done, it's sat long enough, like you guys time it out, and you give it to him, and it like coats. Actually, do you have a description for what it does? Or, because it looks like you want to say something.
No, I was just going to explain to him what it was, because I really, I understand, I don't like taking things.
He can't talk, but what do you tell him?
Right, I just, when you take this, it's going to go down, and it's going to feel a little bit like you can't breathe at first, but that's fine. You'll be able to breathe. It's just going to be hard the first few times, okay? So you're going to be fine.
Just like balls to the wall, just fucking downs it. He's a goddamn punk.
That's fine.
And he, like, it coats his mouth. It forms like a bubble, and then it like goes back down into his chest, and his chest sort of like bulges for a second, and then retracts, and the bubble comes out a little bit, and then goes back in and out. And like as the bubble comes out again, it's like
looks worse than it is.
Dirtier, and he and the bubble pops on the last time. He falls out. He falls unconscious.
I'll grab him.
Totally normal. Totally normal for a case this fucking severe. Like, totally normal for what you did too. Like, and Mims is like, he like takes like one big gigantic step forward in anger at all of you.
That's...
Do you stop him?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna be like, hey.
Sorry, that's normal with his case. It's deadly if left untreated.
You see, this is the first time that you see it too. In Mims's eyes is just like cold, dead violence.
Oh great, I'm gonna be murdered. So good.
So she takes a different vial out, and it's smelling salt.
You don't want to do that. Let him sleep it off.
Let him
sleep it off.
Oh, okay. No.
And Tomac is like right there with you, like interceding.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's gassing it
So,
up.
do you explain it to him?
No, I tried to. I put him back in the bed because he.
Do you have charm?
No, I got nothing.
Charm, I don't know.
Literally, I have knowledge.
I've got you.
You could use your
Knowledge.
no, you could use your presence combined with your ranks in charm.
Okay.
Okay.
I've got 3
Because like you're both trying
I'm
to
gonna
talk him
I'm gonna
down.
have him sit up when he lays down.
Yeah.
Like lay him down.
Mhm.
No, this is normal.
3 yellow.
3.
This is going to be opposed by his just unbridled anger. It's going to be 2 red.
Oh, great. Can I get another green?
Green.
Just to give me a little advantage on that. Okay. I knew I should have put it not in knowledge, but in negotiation. That would have been good.
Do you have negotiation?
No, I mean, I put it in knowledge
Yeah,
instead.
instead of-
But you said I didn't really need knowledge?
Knowledge, we're using an alternate rule for the knowledge damage. You still do need
Oh,
knowledge.
okay.
Like, knowledge does come in handy. That's about as good as those two could fucking roll.
Yeah.
Short of blanks, that's as good as it gets.
Ooh.
And so, like,
Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
so like you set him up.
6 in a million.
The 2 complications that happen, because you
Okay.
don't have any good
Yeah.
things that happen, he fucking, like, decks you with the first punch, and then he decks Tomac.
I'm a good boy.
And, like, here's the thing. That fucking one arm is like a sledgehammer.
Yep.
I'm going to...
How
And
many?
when he crosses,
Fucking wounds.
the critical success, none. Like, it's narrative. Copper sort of... And, like, his breath sounds like nothing. For the first time, it sounds like nothing. And Mims stops dead. Copper? You okay? Are you alright? Yeah, boss, I actually feel really good, actually. A little tired, but I feel incredible.
I'm just like, I'm on the floor with Tomac. I'm like, just sitting down here, laying down, chilling out.
He offers his hand. He offers the hand in between you and Tomac. So like you grab 2 of his fingers, Tomac grabs the other 2, and he pulls both of you up by his fingers.
So, while that was happening, while I made my stuff, I'm going to say I brewed a little bit of tea, heated some tea.
Okay.
to-
Yeah, of your stuff.
And,
Yeah.
and sent, like, put it towards him.
Towards Copper. He Oh, hot. Ooh. I still have a couple coughs in there, but...
It'll take a little time before those are completely gone. But if do you have access to heating your water? I know it's not great, but heating your water?
We have fire.
Yeah, I mean, that's good.
Boiling our water is one of the few ways we can get it not lethal. So yes, we
Okay.
can boil our water.
If you put and she takes out one of the herbs. This herb usually grows as a weed in town. It grows around.
And the little child, Penny, she is in here. Goes, oh, I see that grow through the cobblestone sometimes.
Yeah. If you put these things in your tea, in your hot water, and drink it for the next few weeks.
Yeah, it's like a dandelion.
It's like a dandelion.
Yeah, dandelions are high in vitamin C.
Yeah. It'll go away faster, and you should at least have 1 cup of this tea for the next month, I'd say.
Penny. And it's safe to eat.
It is. Yeah, but it
Penny.
must be boiled.
Must be boiled.
You can eat dandelions raw.
I know you can
Yeah.
eat it, but it's a very.
Salad.
It's not the best, but what you need it for, it needs to be boiled.
Penny, go and find the other kids and tell them that I'll pay a coin per bushel of that weed.
Okay, sir. Thank you. And she runs out.
If it's edible and we didn't know that, then it's more food. And it'll help the sick.
Yeah, it should definitely.
How much?
Oh,
What's your pay?
I couldn't.
I insist.
I'm not gonna get in part of this. Okay, cool beans.
I'd say-
you know not to get in the way of this.
I'd say
I'm gonna
This is how almost all Western Kyroks are. Like, they're fucking very proud.
I'd say I used 1 bushel of ingredients, so 1 coin, please.
The ingredients you used were not that affordable.
I use them every day, and would have I would have used them on myself. So
He puts a stack of 10 coins on a table, and then he walks away.
I take 5.
Ah, you figured it out. You solved my coin puzzle.
And I put the rest in Copper's hands.
Thank you, really. Thank you.
Don't worry. And please take your tea.
If I hear anything about your old man, this occurred, I'll let you know. I think Grack saved me from the cave-in, and then his boy came in and saved me from the painted lung. Really, I owe your family a lot.
Well,
We'll leave them
Right.
to it.
cool.
Yeah, you guys
We'll
head
walk
out.
We'll leave them to their conversation. We'll walk out.
You guys head out.
Wait,
Thanks for coming with us, Toma.
You would probably have to go to the guild, I guess, right? How fast would they find this out?
Oh, fucking, like, almost instantly. And that's probably where next session's gonna pick up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like, it's gonna get around quick. But it is about 10, so I
Oh.
say we'll cut it. Yeah, it went,
Okay.
for nothing happening, it went pretty fast.
I was just gonna be like, thanks for coming, Tomac. You did so much.
Tomac was doing
No, he did. He
things.
got stopped him
punched
from getting
also.
me being punched.
That's
It
true.
was gonna be 2 people with 1 arm,
Yeah.
but it wasn't
Um,
me.
Yeah, so we'll wrap this one up. I know it was kind of like a weird adventure, but I didn't really want to go back into just like violence. I wanted to spend some time with the characters and like let's think about what we want our characters to
I
do.
like it
in
now
the
that
city.
my name is out there.
If we want to pick up an adventure for next session, we totally can, but there is a lot of stuff going on in the city, and you all have been introduced to quite a few plot hooks that you don't even know about yet.
Nope. That is absolutely correct.
Didn't
okay.
pick up on shit.
So we're going to stop the recording here.
So great.